Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. My man has made it on time because I knew he was. I just knew it, man. I just knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah, I was on the highway getting over here, man. I had to go take care of some rodeo business.
All right.
Rodeo.
Welcome, brother.
They released the lineup today,
What's
by
up,
the
David
way.
Willis?
Let's see. Willis is in the building. We got John. How do I say that? Is it John Simic Jr.?
Yep.
Is that right? What's up, John? I see you.
Yo, is that BJ Blake in the building from YouTube?
Oh my goodness. BJ Blake is in the building. Number 41 who gets the job done.
He just came on to see his video again. That's what it was.
Man, I just looking. I don't have the video up here no more.
You don't have it?
No, I mean I have it. I'll get it at a break or something.
That's
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I enjoyed making that video of you, young man. I'm looking forward to you playing at Austin P. Man, I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, man. I gotta get my Austin P gear up, baby. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get my Austin P background in effect. You know what I mean? I'm still watch Dion, but hey, things change. Things change when your son.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, I'm for sure. We were just you just said they released the lineups. I was reading them off about
Check
30
this
minutes
out,
ago.
though.
I started seeing
real quick. The day that Jelly Roll plays, you guys got to go see that concert.
See the Jelly Roll concert?
After Jelly Roll plays,
I thought Jelly Roll was
one of our friends of the podcast is playing right after.
Bubba Wesley?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
When you said Jelly Roll,
he's playing on
was like what heavy set people call their belly. I didn't know it was the actual.
Well, I mean, he sings his ass off, though. I'll tell you that.
All right. Well, shots
up. But our guy Bubba Wesley playing the rodeo this year. That's a big deal.
That's awesome. A real big deal. Yes, sir. Shouts out to my man, Dub.
Did you see Bubba Wesley playing through Ted Nugent's rig? He's playing through his amp and I guess his pedal set up and everything for tone. But he was playing, he was just noodling, going off. He's just is real crunchy. You could hear it on his social media posts. So
yeah,
I ain't joking. At some point, Bubba, we're gonna have to, remix Stranglehold.
Hey Ty, it sounds like Sarah said that you were going to take her to the rodeo this year. That's what she said.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going. I guess it'll be the Jelly Roll and Bubba Wesley Day.
There you go. We'll be there.
Although I want to see Hank Williams Jr. Hank Williams Jr. was the first concert I ever saw way back in like 1985.
Okay.
Wow. Were you like 12? 9? 10?
I was 10. I was 10.
See, I was
in Rupp Arena, Lexington, Kentucky. Shout out, Mr. Willis.
Lexington, Kentucky, man. I got family in Lexington, Kentucky.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
That's my place right there. I love Lexington.
Been to Lexington a couple of times. My grandfather's from there. He passed away, but still got family in Lexington. My aunt Arizona, she passed away too. She's from Lexington.
Now, we're probably related. I'm telling you, I'm related to everybody in the state of Kentucky.
Well, might be, man. I mean, the bald head, we kind of got similarities right there.
Very, very handsome fellows.
Nice.
Yeah. I think what it is. We all are. If Adam and Eve are the first two people here, we're all related. I don't know what reason why we act like we're not from the same or cut from the same cloth. We all are.
Look, my man.
I am so glad you said that.
My man, Justin Bowens, is asking a really good question. Look, I was on the road to hustle to get back because I had to be here. Where the hell is Albert Hero?
Yeah, Al has no reason why he's late. Did anybody call him?
Yeah, I texted him. I said
he might be dying. He might be dyeing his beard.
Oh no, he texted me back. Let me see.
Listen, Al did not dye his beard today.
Almost home, bro.
Ass beat off them boots.
Oh,
that's what happened.
He bought like super expensive boots, huh?
Yeah,
golden tip boots or something like that.
Yeah, Al reminds me of a guy that I was in the Navy with, one of my roommates. Like he would drink some beer and be late at night back in the day when they put all the stuff on TV on the big super QVC deals. Boy, he'd be buying everything, and then the next day he'd get up and walk in the room and be like, I can't find my bank card. And then he looks and there's beer cans and his bank card. And he was like, oh my God, we got a whole bunch of stuff coming out.
Know what I just did there for sure. Yeah. So Al should probably make halftime. I'm assuming he'll probably make halftime. He'll pull in grand appearance. As long as he shows up with his boots, we're good.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I gotta see these.
Yeah, bro.
These $1,000 boots.
Yeah, like
Did you say $1,000 boots?
I know. I didn't want to put him on blast. I know $3,200.
Might have been more than that, man.
Bro.
Yeah, I mean, let's just put him out there. Hey,
Look,
let me
at
get
the
back
end
to
of the
something
day,
real
though,
quick, Scott.
It could have been
Go
worse.
ahead.
We'll save the boot thing until he gets on because I know he's going to talk about it.
All right.
But you said something earlier about I can't remember what you said that piqued my interest.
Adam and Eve thing, that we're all
maybe, yeah. But I have always, you have people say I don't see color.
Yeah.
Like this is kind of that etymology thing you and I were talking about.
Mhm.
People say, "Oh, I don't see color." I'm friends with everybody.
Right.
To me, that's absolutely not true. And my buddy Courtney Ruffin, we were talking about last week.
Yeah.
We always talked about we celebrate each other's heritage. Like they
Mhm.
celebrated, and they made fun of me. I was from Kentucky. It was culture shock when I went to Jacksonville, and so we celebrated each other's differences, and that's why we all got along.
Right.
So I think that would be a mindset that we could have a whole conversation about is
Sure.
not don't see color. You should see what your friends from, who they worship, what they like, where they're from, who their people are from, and so that kind of stuff like intrigues me. That's what makes me want to know people better. So anyway,
How many times have you guys done just being in different places? You do like a potluck or a get together in the neighborhood, and I know we've done a couple where everybody brings something from where they're from, food wise.
Right.
Everybody brings a different dish, but it's from where they're from or from their cultural background, their heritage, and like so you get to try it. So you get to ask them like what it is and where it's made, and when people come in and talk about that stuff, and you already know, right? Breaking bread, eating food, and being around the table is the best way to get to know people because everybody's comfortable because we're all about to go take a nap because it's like Thanksgiving dinner. And nobody has any energy to get up to do anything but sit at the table and just talk, right? And so those are always fun ones.
Well, I have to say this just because we're here and we you said food, man. So you brought this up, so I have to bring it. To the forward. Raisins do not belong in potato salad. I'm just saying.
Raisins and potato salad.
Whenever we do potlucks, we see some of the weirdest kind of stuff, right? And
yeah.
I call it light skin potato salad because I don't like mayonnaise and whipped cream and Miracle Whip and all that stuff. So whenever I see potato salad and it's not yellow, I just stay all the way away from it. Like it's got to be mustard potato salad. Like a potato salad, it's not supposed to have raisins and other stuff in it, but it's just a different thing. You know what I mean? Like macaroni and cheese is supposed to. When I say supposed to, I guess that would be wrong, but our expectation of what it's supposed to look like. But then same thing when you talk about it, like pig feet and oxtails and stuff like that, you guys are probably like, what the hell is that? Right? So
no way, dude.
I don't mess with pig's feet, but I like oxtails.
Huh?
So
I don't mess with pig's feet, but I like oxtail.
I remember we were in a work trip, me and Al. We went to Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Augusta. We were over there at Fort Gordon, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we go to the hotel. We're eating in the thing. And so the girl is taking our order. And then, I saw on the menu, they had gumbo, right? So I was like, cool. So the girl told me, everybody that's from New Orleans says that they're eating like they're back at home. So I fell for the trap, 100%. Right. I said, yep, I'm getting it. And she brought this gumbo to the table, bro. I put the spoon in it. I went to stir it, and a whole bunch of collard greens were in the bottom of the bowl. And I looked at the
no. Collard greens don't go in. No, collard greens don't
go in. So she came back to the table, and she was like, so how is it? I said, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm really disappointed. Not because it doesn't taste good. Like, if you would have told me I was going to eat some super banging soul food, I would have been like, hell yeah. But you told me gumbo.
Wow.
And now I'm eating like a salad in the gumbo. Like, that don't make sense to me.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a Southern way to do it, I guess. But I was like, I don't know who from Louisiana told you this was authentically original, but it wasn't from where I'm used to eating it.
Look, real quick, funny story. So when I first came recruiting, I had a recruiter station, my rink at the time. Rink was recruiter in charge.
Yo, boss.
My good friend Jose Vasquez, he was a chef, right? And so the time he had us over to his house, he had made spaghetti, but he did all this stuff, man. He was Hispanic guy, Hispanic heritage, and he's a musician, but he took all this time to make this spaghetti, man. And I mean, he did the sauce by itself and had the sausage and all this stuff. Like it took him hours to do this spaghetti. And I was like, okay, when I tasted it, I was like, it's just regular spaghetti. So I had him over at my house for spaghetti, and I just did the traditional ground some meat, put the seasoning in it, got the little Pragu spaghetti sauce and whipped it up. And that he was like, man, this spaghetti is delicious. But it wasn't all that authentic, all that special sauce and all that other kind of stuff like that. But I think my spaghetti that I made from the store with the Prego sauce was better than his spaghetti. He didn't want to admit it, but everybody.
That's because you bought some stuff seasoned in the jar already. That's why he had to do his own. Look, what
is the end result though? Is it the taste or is it the fact that you spent 3 hours and make?
It's got to be the taste, spaghetti. Bro. Like you can spend 10 hours making something. I was about to tell you when I was dating Becky, my roommates, Becky was coming over, and my roommate was like, "Oh, I'm gonna make dinner," and this fool said, "I'm gonna make homemade pasta Alfredo," right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's in there making this Alfredo. Becky is the nicest person that you'll ever meet because she's never going to be like super mean about, because she's appreciative that, I guess it was, I appreciate your effort. Right.
Right.
Man, you took one bite of this pasta Alfredo, and dude, like, I don't know how she didn't like just spit it across the room, but he was like, "Is it good?" And she was like, "It's so good." And he's like, "It doesn't taste good." She's like, it's good. Man, we walked out of that room and she goes, "Food now, not that, but food now. We got to go get something to eat." he was like, "It didn't come out like it did last time." I'm like, "You probably bought it in the jar last time. What made you? You're from Ohio, dude. You're going to make pasta Alfredo? What are you doing?"
Yeah, so I think we all have our specialties. So, your specialty thing that people know that you're known for. Ty, what is your specialty if it comes to something that you make better than everybody else that the family knows you for?
I don't cook much, so I think the thing that people in my family want me to make is French toast. But I prefer to make like hot dogs and macaroni and cheese. That's my favorite.
Yeah,
I got you.
Like, it's real simple stuff's my favorite. So I'm
for sure.
And I'm kind of bland. I'm a little bit bland. My wife loves real hot stuff. Tatum loves hot stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of a savory. I like savory.
Got you. Matt, what about you, bro?
So I think the thing that my family would tell you they would want me to make the most is homemade tomato soup and grilled cheese. Just because you make it
and grilled cheese?
Tomato soup and grilled cheese, yeah.
Grandma used to like that.
Yeah, make it from scratch. Especially like it's about to get cold, right? When it's cold, it's like, hey, we got to make some of that soup.
Damn, tomato soup. I remember that. My grandma used to do that. Tomato soup and a grilled cheese sandwich. She would dip it in there and eat it. I remember.
Put in the chat box there what your specialty is, there, Mr. Willis.
Yeah, anybody that's in the chat box, go ahead and let us know what you guys make. What do you make? What's the thing that everybody wants? What about you, Scott?
My specialty is everything.
Everything.
No, I'm just kidding. No, really, I think if you were to ask my family what I'm known for, I make a really good chili. And then here recently, since I've been in Texas, I make really good crawfish. And gumbo, man. Gumbo, surprisingly, I looked at a couple of different menus or different recipes of gumbo, and I kind of saw it on the understanding of it. The hardest part was the roux part. Once I got that part down, the gumbo was pretty good. So even people from Louisiana and that are from the gumbo state,
I already fell into that trap.
They said that my gumbo is pretty good. Like they put me up there. So
I was going to say, like, the tomato soup is one, but you can make the crawfish at the boil. I'll come eat it, and then the next day I'll make the etouffee with the leftover tails. How about that?
Okay, yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, that sounds good too.
Yeah, and you know what? I was allergic to shellfish for a long time, man. It wasn't until I tried to do the crawfish to where once I did the crawfish, it somehow relieved my allergic reaction that I ever had with shellfish. Before, if I ate shrimp or lobster tails or crab, my throat would swell up and I had to take the Benadryl or whatever it was to fix myself. But once I started eating the crawfish, and it kind of took that away. So since I've been in Texas, I've been able to eat everything. So now I can eat lobster tails and crab legs and all the good stuff.
Yeah, well, maybe you're closetly from Louisiana, not Colorado.
Maybe so. That might be it.
Maybe so. I tell you what, though, I like Kevin's answer. That dude says he makes all kinds of runs. Like he makes runs to the liquor store. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I saw something about some cornbread. David Willis said cornbread pancakes.
He also
White
said
Mike says he likes making ex-wives.
Pepperoni roll. Oh yeah, hey, yeah, I was pretty good at that too, man.
Hey, look, White Mike tried to get into the drawing we had for the national championship, right? So White Mike sends me, the Hero household was super hoping that Washington would win, right? So White Mike was like, Washington, just go ahead and make the hoodie, get it in the mail, and send it before the game's over, right?
Right.
Man, Michigan started playing football, and I got a whole bunch of messages like, how many times can we change our answer? I'm just asking for a friend. And then apparently Eddie at the liquor store was going to bet for him, but he got it in after the first quarter. That was funny. He was like, can I change?
His way to be proactive in your pursuit of a hoodie.
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah. But so don't worry, White Mike, we got them for sale. So you could still get one. You just got to buy it. I mean,
So speaking of that, brother.
Yeah.
I went on the Same Flag, Same Oath.com website, and I saw, man, you got a beautiful website there. And I was able to, because I always just ask you because I know you, like, hey, bro, just give me this shirt, but I went on there, man. I just wanted to tell you that was dope. Like the way that you guys got your website set up, it was very easy to maneuver through. You have some great stuff on there, and I was able to go through it. And I was like, man, I like this one, but 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 I like this one. So, yo, Matt, shout out to you, bro. You're doing good stuff. I know we talked about it a long time ago. You had a vision, you stuck to the vision. And you're moving, bro. I just want to tell you, from brother to brother, I'm proud of you. Anybody who's out there watching that, if you need to go on to this, you need to go on to the Same Flag, Same Oath.com website. Look on that website, and you can see some of this great gangster work that Matt and his wife Becky are doing with these shirts. I will tell you, you will be surprised. And you would be a fool if you didn't go on there and get you some merch. I did it today. I'm not telling you to follow me, but since you're following me on here, and since this is our podcast and we do what we do, I would challenge you. If you mess with me and if you mess with the Triple Threat Vet podcast, I would challenge you to go on to sameflagsameoath.com and look at that merch and get you some. That's all I'm going to say with that one, for sure.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Man, I should have been playing like some hype music behind that whole thing.
I was impressed, bro. It's just us today, you know what I mean? So we can do what we want to do today. But I just want to give a shout. I got to give my man Matt some flowers, man. He's been working hard, man, and he's been doing his thing. And one thing that we don't do is shout out our people when they're doing great things. And my man, Matt, and Becky are doing great things with the Gotcha 6 culture. I'm a part of the Gotcha 6 culture, and I'm going to be there. So if you riding with me, go on there and get you some. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate that.
My man.
I appreciate it.
Now, T.Y., since we here and it's just us.
Yeah.
Me and you.
That was an impromptu concert. That was fun.
Yeah, that was
so real
probably
quick,
do more dancing on the show.
Yeah, right. Real quick, White Mike, if you want me to make a co-branded shirt for your business, all you got to do is send an email to the email you see at the bottom of the screen, info@gotyoursixculture.com. Send me over what you want. Send me your logo, and we can send you a mock-up of a co-branded design for your boys.
Yep.
We can do it.
Yep.
Do it all the time. Like, look, we're co-branded with Triple Threat Vets. We got DJ logo. We've got our Same Flag, Same Oath. We got our target on the back, and then there's a whole bunch of sexy motherfuckers on the front, Well, minus me. Scott's on there, so you already know. Everybody want to buy that shirt.
Too. But this is the thing, man, that people don't understand. Like, I've been doing DJ stuff, I've shot for people to make shirts for me all around, right? But there is a difference in quality. And that's the one thing that I can't say, man. Like, just the quality of it, the way that you guys do it, I'm all in, man. I love it. And I just want to see it blow up. I know the only way it's going to blow up is people show up. So I'm challenging everybody who follows a Triple Threat Vet podcast or is down with us, like you say you're down with us. I want you guys just to check it out. And if you check it out and you're disappointed, let us know, because I'm sure my man Matt will fix it. But I'm pretty sure, I'm guaranteed that you're not going to be disappointed. This is some good stuff.
For sure. I tell you what, though.
It's the bomb, yo.
Yeah, everybody that's on here, though, I mean, New Year's Day, if you follow us, you had an opportunity to win a drawing that was put on by Got Your Six, and then we partnered that up with the podcast and Project Zero. We just did a hoodie giveaway for the national championship game that I got right, by the way. I got right. My man, David Willis, thank you. He's been repping our shirts on the Homefront Sit Rep podcast, so you can see him on that, twice a week. But it's been a good ride, man. I tell you what. From when we started to where we're at now, like you learn a lot. And so like that's the one thing, Scott, that you brought up that I feel like we do a really good job at is the quality of the product, because we bought t-shirts like all the time in the Navy and got shirts made all the time in the Chiefs mess, or your command shirts, or just for anything. And knowing what I know now, man, we got ripped off in the Navy, dude.
Oh yeah,
ripped
for sure.
off. Those people was just taking your money, and they didn't put as much time and effort into it. So that's one of the things that we pride in, is sending you over what it's going to look like, making sure that it looks good. And, if your logo needs to be fixed up, we do that for you too. Make sure that everything's right.
Yep. And see me, man, I'm the big hot tizzle for shizzle dizzle. I'm not going to put something out there that's going to come back and smack me in the face. And I'm just going to tell you that if you get something from there, the quality, because I know the person who's behind it, and I know how much of a professional person that you and your wife are. Like, you guys aren't just going to send out something. If it's not exactly how you want it, it's not going out there. And that's what makes it. There's a lot of places that you can go to where, they're so busy, so many things are going on. They just throw some stuff on there. If you like it, if you didn't, you pay for it and it was over with. We've personally had conversations about products that have came across, and you have always been one like, nope, if it's not exactly what you want, we're redoing it. And this is how we're going. So like I said, I know what I'm getting. I know the quality of it. And I'm just, as my voice out here to you guys, since it's just us today, I want you guys just to go on there and just look at it. Just go on there and just look at this stuff. I'm telling you, you're going to be surprised. So go on there and look at it, and let's do what we do, man. This is the Triple Threat Vet podcast. Phenomenal. We're here.
I was wondering where that was.
It's phenomenal. You're gonna love it.
So Al's here, right? But he's here, but he's not here. The spirit of Al.
He's hanging out today.
And that's a big old. Is that the one that he's not the one that's at the
that's the one that you black tea bagged.
Oh, so he's still alive.
Yeah, bro, that's the one that we brought back to life.
Way back in HEB. You got to go back where the black tea's at.
Yeah, bro.
In the back of the HEB, all the way in the corner over there, the black tea bag.
So I see Josh Hammonds, you're in the building, Chiefs. I know you're Chief. If you guys want shirts that look good and they're gonna feel good and they're gonna come out right, give us a call, man. We'll give you a deal. We take care of our brothers, sisters that are veterans, first responders. And White Mike, I can do anything. I can do dry fit, dry blend. I can do soft style. I can do heavy cotton. I can do hoodies. I can do anything. I just need to know what you need,
That's what I'm saying.
What? Okay.
What? Yeah. So, going back to that TY.
Yeah.
Where we at? We at almost at the halfway point. But there was another thing that you shared with me today when we were talking. Do you want to talk about the poem that we saw, because I think that was
gotcha. Yeah,
that's important, man.
So we've been doing this show this is the 29th episode.
Damn,
and 29.
Damn,
we've been doing this episode for 29 episodes, and people write in all the time. They ask crazy questions, so we laugh sometimes. Sometimes people want to be on the podcast. Sometimes people just trying to sell you something. But other times people will share with you like what's going on in their life. So this guy would share it, and he was going to write some stuff for us, and he actually wrote a poem for the show and said we could read it on. So this is a veteran. Listens to the show. He listens to the Tip of the Spear podcast. He listens to the Sit Rep, the Homefront Sit Rep podcast. So this is from Rick Ames. Why is there war? Actually, Blake, you read this, because you read this earlier when I was showing it to you. It sounded so much better.
All right, here we go. This is the poem from my man Rick Ames. I'm gonna try to do it some justice here. The question is, why is there war? As the sun sets on another day, the bugle in the distance softly play. Just when you think the day is at end, out of the distance comes 1,000 men. Shots were fired and men had to die. Your best friend dropped, but there's no time to cry. Bullets land around you as you lay in your hole. If this is the road to freedom, it's one hell of a toll. The shooting finally stops, and this is our score. But when you stop and ask yourself, why is there war? Damn. That's deep, bro.
Why?
We really appreciate Rick Ames sending that in to us. So
Yeah, man.
I read most of the emails. Some of them are crazy, but Rick is he's actually sending a few little messages. So appreciate that, Mr. Ames, and send in more stuff, man. We loved it.
But think about this, man. You know, there's a part in there where it say, and this is where we get into the nuts and bolts of what it is to serve and the camaraderie thing that people think about. You go to a regular job and, you know, you do your job can be stressful or whatever. Same thing with police, firemen, and everything else. But when it comes down to it and your job causes for someone that you share the same birthing with, someone that you have spent time with, laugh, talk about family and everything else, and you're out there in the trenches and you see that person drop, man, but you know that you still have to move on. You know that the war still is going to go on. And if you stop and you freeze, then either yourself or more people are going to fall. Yeah. So you have to hold that commitment to still holding on that charge and moving forward. When it's all said and done, and when the smoke clears and the bullets stop being fired and the guns are silenced, and you're on that helicopter going back to where you're going back to home or going back to the hospital, you realize that you're one less man than you were when you left. That question has to be asked. Why is that? Mm-hmm. Right? And that's deep. So when people think about, you know, some of the mental states that people have when they come home, those are the things that we don't want to talk about because it's hard to talk about. But those are the things that run through your mind all the time to wonder why, right? So that's a deep part. You know, we know that having sailors and soldiers, Marines, we know that these things are important. But when you ask yourself, why is there war? And if you are on the other side of it, you never had to be out there and fight it or do anything with that. Before you judge, or when somebody goes to say, hey, can I get a military discount or whatever, and you feel like you're getting cheated because you're not getting what they got, think about the things that they may have seen or been through or sacrificed or promised to uphold that you didn't have to do, and just try to look in the mindset of that person for a while. So, hey, Rick, that was deep. I feel it, and that's my shots on that.
Yeah. Welcome aboard, Albert. Welcome aboard.
Welcome back, Al. You would come in the time, bro. What's going on?
What it do, what it is, what it be like, baby.
Hey, what was that you were just drinking out of?
Basil Hayden, bro.
Hey, okay, so I thought maybe you got your brass and anchor.
So, Al, this is the deal.
It's on the way.
Okay.
Since you're late, we thought you were going to come in with no shirt, your drawers, and your cowboy boots on. Where them boots at, bro?
Oh.
Yeah, go get them shits and come right back. Go get them shits and bring them right. Oh, he got some on.
I ain't got to, baby.
We need to stick closer. Take one of them bad boys off, man. I need to see these boots, bro.
Yeah, we're going to put you full screen on this. Hold up.
Damn.
Yeah, that's them.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's what a $2,800 boot looks like.
Nah, bro, that's what a $70 bottle of whiskey will get you.
That's what happened.
These are called. I'm gonna get divorce boots right here. Them blue Casey's. Them blue Casey's. When at least when my wife leaves me, I'm gonna look good when I'm out in the club. You know what I'm saying? With these gaiters on. You know what I'm saying? I'll be out high stepping in court. Hey, she gonna get half everything. I'm gonna have one fucking boot on. I'm gonna have one boot on. She gonna have the other.
Hey, have y'all seen that guy on social media that does the reels where his haircut is so good? He goes to a barber, they trim him up so nice. He gets up in the barber's face and he's like, "Man, you know, you just caused me to get a divorce because you know I gotta be in the streets when I got this."
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. It's funny. What you just did reminded me of that, Al. So
hey, Joshua Hammond said one of my favorite quotes is, "War is old men talking while young men die." Damn.
Yeah.
Bro, there's some deep stuff. You guys are hitting deep in the streets today, bro.
First of all, Joshua.
Well, yeah.
So no self-respecting GA fan wears gator boots. Yeah, bro, because I'm walking on them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? They on my funky ass feet. So no, I was late. I went to the Masonic Lodge. I had to do some stuff to get, the paperwork so I could transfer my membership essentially from get approved from the Grand Lodge of Georgia to move it to the Grand Lodge in Florida so I can start attending the lodge up here. It's funny. I ran a buddy of mine, a veteran buddy. We were together. He's a doc. We were in Meridian together. We just happened to be talking one day and he mentioned he was a Mason. And I was like, well, shit, bro, me too. So I ended up going up there tonight. They had training tonight. So I met up there and met a bunch of the guys and met the new worshipful master. It was pretty cool.
Nice.
Cool.
He's an Army cat, Ty. He's an Army guy.
Well, you need an Army guy to keep you guys in line.
Oh, he a big ass.
He a big on the straight and narrow.
He ain't PT in a while. He a big brother. He a big dark skinned brother, but you could tell he ain't done PT in a hot minute. I don't know. I don't know if he's seen his toes in a hot minute. You know what I'm saying?
It's a good thing you already went to the meeting.
Rick Ames is actually in the house tonight, so hey, appreciate
Rick, what's
you.
Going on? Hey, shouts out, bro. I appreciate that
Yeah.
poem. I love that, man. I like that.
Yeah.
My DJ horn is not as good as DJ.
Yeah, man. What's going on?
Man.
You
gotta
what?
get your horn fixed, man.
I'm gonna bring my. What I did is I changed up my stuff in my room from podcasting, from DJing and podcasting. So I'm gonna bring my thing back out. We gotta. Yeah, you got the horn.
Yeah, 15 seconds later.
There you go. Okay, you gotta get it.
Was Matt? You were on time. You made it.
Matt was on time, bro.
Damn, bro. I was hoping to come on.
Yeah,
late
he had
just
like 30
fucking-
seconds left in the countdown. He popped in.
Oh man, I was gonna talk so much shit, bro.
We already did. Don't worry. You can go back and watch it.
I seen the comments. I see my boy. I see my little brother White Mike's on here. My David, what's up? Justin Bowens, oh bitch ass dude.
Yeah, he said you shouldn't be drinking Boone's Farm out of a Basil Hayden bottle. Like we saw you pretend to pull plastic.
Hey, so I was gonna bring something up, and this kind of pertains to Justin. And I want Justin to answer it, right? Me and Ty were talking, and there's actually a analytical statistical stat that talks about certain sexual positions for like making like attractive kids and making unattractive kids. No bullshit. Like, so what? Somebody guess what is the position, the sexual position where you are more likely, like an 85% chance of having an unattractive child?
Unattractive child?
Yeah,
probably. I don't know what you think, Matt. Like missionary or something. What you think, Scott?
Nah.
Doggy
if you
style.
have an unattractive child, then it probably happened in the backseat of the car.
And there's stats on this.
What are the stats?
You don't have no room.
You're never gonna guess it because I didn't even know what it was. But
what is it?
I don't know. Go ask your parents.
Ah, you're
Hey!
trying to be funny. Hey, he did it funny. He did it funny. Ah, he did it funny.
Were you talking to stand up? No, that wasn't. I mean,
it's all right, man. It's okay. But
it was meant to get Matt, but he just sat there, didn't know what's going on.
No, I'm good.
So
when you start talking about that stuff, I'm just waiting for the punchline.
That was kids. If you make
exactly.
ugly kids, if you make ugly kids.
Yeah.
So Justin Bowens' ass, bro. Here's the go ahead, Ty.
I hate to cut you off, brother, but Ty Cobb looks and feels like a beautiful human being. Is he single and ready to mingle? No, I'm not. I'm not single. I've been not at all. I got 6 kids. I'm married as fuck, man. I'm married as fuck.
Al might be on the market soon though, if you hear him talking.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
And then you like boots.
If I make
wait a little while.
If I make any more purchases while I'm drinking, it's a fucking wrap, bro. I'm telling you right now. Like my wife, before she goes to bed, she's like, "Do I need to take your phone?" No, bitch, I'm grown. I'm taking my shit.
You wear them boots to bed too? Don't lie.
Oh, I'm going. I would love to wear only these, and show up and be like fucking Crocodile Dundee and be like,
yeah,
come on, girl, about to make some ugly ass babies. Let's do this.
Well,
you
look,
know what I'm
man,
saying?
you got all those monies to buy them fancy boots. I need you to go right now on your phone, and I need you to go to the website that I'm about to tell you right now. SameFlag, I need you to go through there, look through there, and I need you to get about 5 pieces of merchandise. Al Hero, that's for you.
I am. I go on the sale rack getting $5 t-shirts. I spent all my money on these motherfucking boots.
Hey, I put in the code triple threat. I didn't get no extra discount, man. I don't know if that still works. Was that an old one?
I know you're lying.
I put in triple threat. It didn't work.
You also clicked on the 10% when the thing came up because it was your first order.
Oh, there you go. Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
I take that back.
And these boots are not as comfortable as they should be. They should be damn near give me a foot orgasm, and nothing's happened.
Yeah, but don't you got to break them in?
That's because your feet too small.
They hurt.
That's because you're a real cowboy. Yeah. It knows. It knows.
They already know. Like,
no, we ain't even fuck with this guy.
Hey, look, they were like, we're shipping these boots to Florida. Nah, give him the defect one. He can't have no real.
They came from Texas. They came from El Paso.
Yeah,
of course they came from Texas.
So like, we're not mailing the ones to Florida that cowboys need. You know, they got.
I'm about to get me a belt buckle next when I come to that rodeo.
Yeah, I had to do my stuff in steps too. Belt buckle, boots, jeans, the whole thing.
Yeah, bro. I got to get a Stetson.
You got to step it up.
Yeah,
you can't do it all at one time and you'll be broke cowboy.
I'm already a broke cowboy. You know
so listen up, y'all. This is a Triple Threat Bet podcast. I'm in here with my brothers Ty, Kyle, my man Matt Johnson, and my man Al Hero has now got into the building. We are at that point of the time. We're at the halfway point. We got to do some pay bill time and pay some bills and do all that kind of stuff. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to come back and we're going to be with y'all. Just the boys. This is a good podcast. We love having guests, but we love it when it's just the boys because we get to do what we originally set out to do is talk some SHIT with each other and let you guys be. And you know how we do. We're going to go ahead and hit it. What'd you say? Go ahead. What'd you say?
Real fast. Hey, Mike, I need you to do me a favor and get a picture of Justin Bowen's front teeth and send that shit to me so I can get him over to Ty and we can put this dude's teeth on the podcast because this dude got drunk one night and tripped and fell and hit his front teeth on a fucking hotel chair and broke all his top front teeth straight. He didn't even know he did it till the morning. He looked in the mirror, motherfuckers, but they broke off perfectly straight. But he got these two little baby chiclet mouth teeth in the front now. That motherfucker looked like a reverse rabbit, like a reverse chipmunk. So I'm gonna get my brother to get me a picture of them teeth, and I'm gonna get him on this podcast.
And before we go, I have to give a special shout out to my favorite person who tunes in with us every week. Julie is in the building. That's my girl. Hey, your husband is my man, but you my girl. So we're going to pay some bills and we're going to come right back. But I didn't want to let this first half go without telling you thank you. And we're glad that you're here. So let's go ahead and pay some bills. TY, take it off, my man.
That's me, Joshua Hammonds. We'll talk on the way back.
Get ready to groove to the electrifying sounds of DJ Royal T, the maestro of mixing who knows how to turn any event into an unforgettable dance sensation. Royalty Entertainment is here to bring you the ultimate musical experience straight from the ones and twos in your ears and through your body to activate them dancing shoes. Get ready to sweat, party, and have a good time while your DJ needs are being blazed by none other than me, DJ Royal T. I have spent years crafting together a DJ entertainment empire that promises a customized blend of musical tracks, mix and mastering, and top quality sound, all while providing a vibrant ambiance to accommodate any of your DJ needs. Royalty Entertainment Services is your premier one-stop shop for top-tier musical entertainment and is hosted by yours truly. For more information, reservations, and booking, feel free to look around the website at godjroyalty.com. I am DJ Royalty, and this has been another Royalty Entertainment production. Yeah.
Gear up in style wearing Got Your Six apparel. Every purchase makes a difference. It's more than just clothing, it's a statement of gratitude. Upgrade without breaking the bank. Discover cost-effective, high-quality clothing made in the USA. Each shirt is handcrafted by our team in the great state of Texas and shipped for free to your front door. Got Your Six is where quality meets purpose. We're a small veteran-owned business that takes pride in the mission and the value of our products. Join us in growing a community, supporting our heroes, veterans, and first responders by wearing a custom design.
I thought you'd never ask.
Visit sameflagsameoath.com and use the code TRIPLETHREAT for 10% off. Follow us on all social media platforms for any upcoming releases or events, and you can reach out to us with questions anytime. We are here to support our brothers and sisters.
John Everett here with Race TV, and one of the great things about Vintage Moto Fest and ARMA Vintage Motorcycle Racing is some of the incredible competitors that you see out here on the track. What attracted you to sidecar racing?
Well, we actually got married on a sidecar at a Moto Guzzi rally 20 years ago this year.
So now tell us about the bike. What kind of bike do you guys have?
Well, it's a V7 Sport Moto Guzzi. It's a pre-72 and earlier class.
Now, what do they call the rider in sidecar racing?
The monkey.
What does the monkey do?
The monkey distributes weight around the corners so that the bike can get around the corner as fast as possible. This one is my favorite track. It's so curvy and it's beautiful, and this really is my favorite track. I don't have to lie.
Are there any sponsors or anybody else that helps you guys out with the team, or is this kind of just a family affair?
We have a sponsor. We have a couple. Tool Storage Solutions is our company, and we have the Guzzi Doctor, who helps us with the motor, and same with Redline Cycles, who helps us with the motor.
So essentially a family business, family racing, family fun. All here at Road America for ARMA Vintage Motorcycle Classic, part of the Vintage Motor Fest this weekend.
Hey guys, Mac Verdi here with Veteran Mortgage Solutions. If you had to navigate through this about 20 years ago, and you know what this is, but you do not know how to navigate through your VA home loan, give me a call or go to my website, veteranmortgagesolutions.com. We're an all-military veteran loan officer team. We are here to help you. If you go to my website, you fill out the form, I'll take $500 off closing costs, and a loan officer will call you in minutes. Have a great day.
Hey, we back.
Yeah.
So, little note, I forgot to tell you all this beforehand. So that future guest alert, that is actually my oldest brother and his wife, Celia. So my oldest brother, Todd, was in the Navy, and then his wife, Celia, was in the Navy, was a Marine. So shout out to them. We were having a phone conversation, and they were like, I asked him, would you ever want to come on the podcast? He's like, I don't, really do stuff like that. I don't know what I talk about with you combat guys. And I was just trying to tell my oldest brother, like, this dude's been a hero to me my entire life. And the stories that he told me and the adventures that he had, I won't ruin it now, but I'm telling you, when you meet my older brother, you'll realize why I'm so friggin' awesome. So anyway,
I'll tell you what.
You're definitely the good looking one, bro. And it's funny. He was Navy. She was Marine Corps.
I'm sorry. That's me.
Hey, that's awesome. Hey, you said she was Marine Corps, Ty?
Yeah, she was a badass Marine.
See, we've been smashing Marine ass for a long time, baby. You know what I'm saying?
I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
Hey, and also I see and Justin and Kevin Cash are actually together watching the show together. They're 3 Army vets. They all serve together. Cash is the big, burly, ugly motherfucker, but he's got a huge ego. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So shout out to them guys.
Lick my nuts out, what he said.
I'm gonna let you hit the button, man, because I think man. So I'm gonna give you.
Yeah, we got to get your board fixed.
Yeah, because I think I'm hitting when you're hitting him. Yeah.
They're just canceling.
If you see the flash, that's DJ Royalty.
Look at White Mike, dude.
Anytime I see buttons, I just feel like I'm supposed to push them, and I forget sometimes the TY is the computer guy. So, yeah. If you see
but I love that Matt started the show a couple times. I love that you're doing it. I want us all to be able to do everything, like 4 fingers, baby. You know what I'm talking about.
White Mike said combat's different things. He's been combating marriages his whole life. Well, that's why why Scott's not going to DJ your 5th wedding.
No, bro. Hey, my brother just met a stripper one time and married her ass. Brought her home. She was on the run from the law in like 2 separate states. He left my house. I found fucking eyelashes and fake draws and shit, all this shit in my fucking washer. Man,
fake draws.
They was little draws. She looked like she was like, I don't know, 2'11".
Yeah, the reason
he was 100 pounds with 25 pounds of makeup on. You know what I'm saying?
The reason why he knew something was wrong because the drawers in the washing machine were smaller than his drawers. So he's like, "Hey, I'm the small draw man in this house. How dare somebody bring smaller drawers in here?"
Hey.
Oh man.
He also said to tell you thanks. I was showing you that he posted to you too, just about helping, thanking you, Scott, helping everybody get away from the real world and reality for a little bit. So
yeah, that's what we do, man. For sure. That's what we do. T.Y., what you got for us, man? You had a whole bunch of stuff for us there.
I don't even remember now. I got distracted.
Hey, pull Nipsey up, man. Pull Nipsey up.
Hey, here you go, Scott.
Yeah.
Scott.
What was I trying to talk about with Nipsey?
Oh, that's a hard one. My man Josh said, go ahead and put that back up.
I didn't see it. I was looking away. What is that?
He said, our hero brother got more marriages than the Colorado Buffaloes had wins. That hurt, bro. That hurt me. Damn. All right, I'm just that hurt.
So since
it took Michigan to get Nick Saban to retire, though. That's all I'm saying.
Man,
Nick. Hey, shout out to the GOAT, bro. That's crazy. Man,
Kirby Smart's heading to Tuscaloosa.
The fuck he ain't, bro. The fuck he ain't. Fuck he ain't.
Listen, this is the thing. You can't win them all, but you have to give Nick his flowers for what he did with that Alabama franchise. Them guys is balled out. You hate them because you love them. You love them because you hate them.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be the same without him there. And I'm just going to tell you, it's all about competition. It's all about that whole thing. You know that when you are going to go up against Nick, you're going to have to bring your A game. People have figured it out here lately on how to stop it, but it's just, you know what I mean? It's one of those things. You can't take away greatness, and nobody can underwrite what he's done for that franchise, for that team, and what he meant to Alabama. So for me, I'm just a nobody, but my man Nick, appreciate
what do you think the reaction in the room was when he walked in the door and he went, guys, we need to talk?
Yeah.
I bet you everybody was like, oh
yeah.
Hey, dude. Bro, I bet it was like what Biggie say, sad singing and flower bringing, bro. I bet it was, man.
Yeah. Look, Nick Saban leaving Alabama to retire was like LeBron leaving Cleveland to go to Miami. People was like,
oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That's fair comparison.
Yeah, I got family in Mobile.
Belichick leaving New England.
Yeah,
and them two are best friends, and they did it on the same day.
Yeah,
that's pretty interesting.
Even Becky, Becky, I love you, Becky. I want to apologize for my post on Facebook because she damn sure sent me a message like, "I will fucking defriend you." Like she our friendship, bro. Because I was like, Nick is the GOAT. Fair winds following seas type of shit. She was like, "I will." Like I thought she would have. If I was in the room, I would have got cut. Like I wouldn't even. I can't even come stay at the house anymore. So Ty, keep my room, and Scott, get my room ready because I'm no longer allowed. But at the Johnson's family house.
If he wasn't so great, it wouldn't matter. And that's the thing, because he was great. You hate him because you love him, and you love him because you hate him. I got family. My family's from Mobile. So my dad is from Mobile, Alabama. My sister's from Mobile, Alabama. So, they're die-hard Alabama. You know what I mean? It's Roll Tide, it ain't nothing else. My man, Roll Tide till you die. That's
Mike said they didn't know he was retiring because no one in Alabama can read. So somebody at Georgia fan had to read the retirement letter to him. Hey, oh boy, hey, if your family's from Mobile, bro, I get the Mobile news where I'm at. Like Pensacola news is like a first short period. So most of the news I watch, bro, Mobile is like damn baby Iraq, bro. Somebody getting killed in Mobile every day. They had a road rage incident today.
Yeah.
Pulled over at a rest area, and all of a sudden, like somebody got their leg broken, and one dude got a felony. Like, damn, this dude got out and broke somebody's leg in Mobile, bro. Mobile is like Chirac. It's like baby Chicago.
Yeah, it goes down in Mobile.
Mobile is a scary place.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
So Ty, you gonna pull that up for me?
I'm sorry. Berto needed my itinerary for a trip. We're going out to Lake Tahoe later on this year. So he needed my itinerary, so I had to interrupt the show. My bad.
Damn,
yeah, so yeah, I mean, I guess I was supposed to have already sent it, so my bad. I don't want to mess up our licensed clinical social worker. I don't want to piss him off. So
funny,
come on the
funny
show
story about our licensed clinical social worker, though. Funny story. Yeah. He don't even know what apartment he lives in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I sent him a guest shirt for the podcast, and then all of a sudden I get this notice that was like, "Hey man, this thing's being returned. It's got the wrong address." So I called him and I was like, hey man, did like this thing's being returned? And then he goes, well, maybe they text it wrong. I'm like, no, Ty sent me the contact you sent him with your address on it. He was like, probably made a mistake. I'm like,
hey, it don't bode well for the Army because Ty had one dude on here who couldn't use the iPhone. He couldn't figure out the buttons.
Hey, you know what they can do though?
Bro.
Warheads on foreheads, dude. That's all.
it.
You know?
Yeah.
Hey, I talked to CMC. I talked to Big Dog Don Massey. He said he ain't got it yet. And I told him I was going to follow back.
I know he ain't got the shirt yet. Tell him calm down. He'll be all right. We'll get it.
I ain't got my whiskey from some guys I know either, so I don't give a fuck about his shirt.
I haven't finished peeing in it yet. I gotta wait.
Yeah. Hey,
I like that. That's makes it spicy, Taylor.
Tell Don Massey to get on here while we live sometimes and like interact.
Yeah.
Shirt might get there faster.
Hey, shout out to Josh Morris. He's not on tonight, but he did FaceTime me. I couldn't call him back. I just tried, but he's overseas doing God's work, so he still watches. He can't get on live because he's the time difference, but he still is watching every episode. So just want to shout out to my little brother Josh for sure.
For sure.
Yeah. So the last time,
pull this up real quick.
Okay.
All right, if you look at the people in your circle and you don't get inspired, you don't have a circle, you have a cage.
Facts.
True.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
If you look at the people in your circle and you don't get inspired, you don't have a circle, you have a cage.
Bam.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about this earlier because of Matt was going to be gone. He's kind of our moderator. Al was going to be gone. He's kind of our comic relief. And I was jokingly saying to Scott and Al actually earlier, oh man, we're going to be on here without adult supervision. What's going to happen? And I think we come out and we just be ourselves, on a show where, shout out to Mr. Walker that he's under the weather, so he couldn't make it onto the show. He's supposed to be our guest tonight. We'll get him, rescheduled at another time. So shout out to you, brother, out there, still an active duty Navy recruiter, right?
No. He's retired.
No. He's retired.
Okay.
Yeah, he's retired.
I thought he was still active duty. Okay. He looks young in the picture, so that's why.
Black don't crack, bro. Scott looks like he's 19,
no.
He
looks young.
He ain't. That motherfucker ain't young, bro. That's like Photoshop and all that Instagram filter.
I gotta get my buddy Terry Coker on here. Like he's from New York, so he had a picture when he was 16, and then like he's like a year or two older than me. There's no difference, between those two pictures.
That water in New York, bro.
I'm telling you.
Hey Ty, so when you put that up, right, that resonates with me in a way because before I was 24 when I joined the Navy, and until I joined the Navy, I did not know, or I wasn't aware of all the things that I could be, all the things that I didn't know until I didn't know them, right? So when I left to go to the Navy and I moved on and I saw places like Georgia and Chicago and Texas and all these things, I was just stuck in the Colorado box. And if you know Colorado is a pretty big state, but the biggest part of it is the mountain range and the rivers and the lakes and stuff like that. But as far as the population where I'm from, is very small, and I didn't know how small it was until I left it, right? Not saying that the friendships I had and the relationships that I had while I was in Colorado weren't meaningful. It was just that I only saw myself going so far. And I remember being in a state when I was like about 17, where I was kind of like suicidal, man, because I was just feeling like, you know what, if I don't get involved in gangs, or if I don't do some of these things that I see some of my people doing, then what am I going to do? And if you go that route, then those things are just set up for you to self-destruct and die. So I was like, you know what? I just kind of got into a funk. And I remember having a conversation with my mom, and I was real stressed out because I didn't think I was going to live to see 21 years old. However, I made it, and I got into the Navy, and I've seen things, and I've experienced things that I never would have experienced had I never left. So when you look at that, I realized at the point when I left that I was in a cage. And not saying that Colorado was a bad place, but for people like myself, it definitely wasn't what I needed, right? So I'm thankful for the ability that I've had, that the Navy has given to me to expand my horizons and move forward and do different things. But I do look back and say, had I not left that cage, where would I have been? Right. So I'm thankful for you guys. And when you look at your circle of friends, they say if you show me your friends, show me 5 of your friends, and I'll show you your future.
No, I mean, hands. That's exactly right, bro. That's
yeah,
you're spot on. You figure. So me and my brother, it's funny. He posted the comment, but what Ty posted and what you're saying is the exact same. So me and my brother, me and Mike have been, best friends pretty much our whole lives. Like we grew up together. We kind of raised each other. Me and him, we left home and moved back. We were living in Georgia and decided it would be a good idea to run away and steal my fucking dad's car and move back to Jacksonville because that's where all our homies were at. And our whole lives growing up, we surrounded ourselves, just like you were saying, with people that, love them, love them to death to this day. But we were going nowhere, right? It was a toxic relationship to a fault, right? We were all codependent on each other. We were living a grimy type lifestyle, right? We weren't, there was no positivity coming out of those relationships, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were dependent on each other to do all the dirt we were doing and all the shit. And I joined the military, right? And it's a fact. I didn't understand brotherhood and camaraderie and real brotherhood, not like some homies that are like, that's my brother, but we're only brothers because we doing dirt together. And I know your secrets and you know mine, right?
Right.
So it really ain't a relationship, right? Because that's not, relationships built on love and trust and understanding. And that's not what it was built on. And then I joined the service. And then my eyes were open to a whole nother world, right? Of people who, depend on each other for everything, right? When I'm sad and I'm really broken and I miss my home and I want to see family, I had brothers in a room who would hold me and take care of me. And, as cliche as it sounds, like that's real family. And blood, I've always been a firm believer in, we talk about respect and loyalty, DJ, and you bring it up all the time, right? But I'm a firm believer in blood doesn't make you family, right? We always say blood doesn't make you family, loyalty and respect do. And it's a factual statement. My brother had said, and I told him, I was like, you'll never know real friendship. Cause he was still living that fucking gangster lifestyle, literally like, that GD lifestyle and work, living in the streets and doing his thing and just spending all his time being a fucking knucklehead. Right. And I was home on leave, I think, and literally told him like, hey, you'll never cause he was like, it's funny because he joined the army years later, but he had told me, oh, you took the easy way out and you left and you ain't shit pretty much, kind of not knows probably worse. Right. And I pretty much told him, hey man, you'll never understand brotherhood and real family unless you've served. And I still stand on that to this day. But me and him almost went to blows over it because, the situation got heated. And like he said, those guys were his cage. Like, what he has now, he's sitting on a couch right now, surrounded by people that ain't blood to him, but they are just as much family to him as I am. Right. And it's 100% fact that veteran community and what we have with each other. I didn't serve with Scott. I served the same time and I knew Scott. I served with Matt Johnson. I met Ty through these guys, but you guys are more just as much family to me as the people that sleep in my house, right? Like y'all are my family, and it's a different type of connection and a different type of relationship when you're bonded by hardship, right? Or bonded through stress and through trial and tribulation. And everybody on this podcast and everybody watching this podcast has been through that, right? They've been through some trials and some hard times, right? Sitting down range and sitting through sandstorms and bullets flying over your head, to have a brother next to you who can joke with you and be like, hey, as dark as this day is going to get, I will be your light, right? I'll shine with you. I'll shine beside you and I'll shine for you. And it's 100% factual that this veteran community, the outside world looks at us and they like, man, what the fuck do these guys have? Like, how are they operating like they do? And like they can walk through the fire and walk through adversity, holding fucking hands, and then turn around and skip back and get the next guy and drag him through the fucking flames too. It's a different world, man. And I absolutely love you guys to the world. There's no end. There's nothing I wouldn't do for anybody on this podcast or anybody that watches us. We are bound by duty and honor, but we're bound by a relationship and we're bound by that loyalty and that respect and just that love for this community. And that's really what I got,
Yep.
Dang, bro. Did you take college classes this week?
You know what?
I clipped.
Good as hell, dude.
I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express, bro. You
Check this out, man.
Did you put your khakis on and say that shit in the mirror like all day?
Yeah.
Sounded like
Check this out, man. This is the beautiful, bro. This is the beautiful part about that. He did all that, and he didn't use the word phenomenal.
I know.
I'm super impressed.
Was phenomenal. That's funny.
Hey, I was waxing poetic. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. But here's the question, Scott. Which one of these other two guys gets to get in that hot seat today? Because I've done it. Now it's somebody else's turn. Who are we putting in there?
You know what? I think the world wants to know. And this is, you know what, Matt? This is what we're going to do. I have never been put in a hot seat. Ever at all, period. I know Tide has. I put Al in, I think, before. So today, because you guys are my brothers, I'm gonna let you three put DJ Royal T in the hot seat.
You know what? Hey, you know what's fucking hilarious, DJ, is me and motherfucking Ty just talked about this. I was like, I'm fucking tired of this motherfucker, bro. And I've got a couple questions already lined to fuck up because we were go. I was like, the next time we do a cast and we ain't got a guest on, DJ Scott Royal T Blake is gonna be in this motherfucking hot seat.
I'm already sweating.
Why are you sweating? You ain't got nothing to sweat about.
It's all right. You know, hey, but you know me. I'm gonna give you the God's honest truth, nothing but the truth. And that's what we do. So I'm gonna get myself ready.
Okay.
You shoot them at me.
Here we go. So Al, you got a couple questions ready. So I guess you get to ask the first question.
So my first question is really easy because Scott, you are a DJ. Oh, sorry. You are a DJ and you are, you're kindred spirit with that phenomenal music world, right? That's what you do. That's your passion, right? One of your passions, right? So you've asked a lot of questions about artists and shit like that. I want to know I got two questions in the music world, but I'm going to ask the first one first because, I want to give some love to the ladies, right? I want to know your top, and it's going to be a hard one, top 5 female vocalists or artists, however you want to say it, of all time.
Female vocalists, so this is singers.
Singers, doesn't matter what genre, just your 5 vocalists of all time. Female. Right. Split tail whisker biscuit,
My number one favorite voice to hear that I think is unmatched is Whitney Houston. She's number 1. Number 2 voice, Patti LaBelle. Number 3 female voice, Pamela Mann. Number 4, somebody who hits my soul when I hear them sing. Oh man, I gotta say Jennifer Hudson. After Jennifer Hudson, I have to say, go with my soul, man. Jeez. That hits these notes that just hit me whenever I hear them sing. Alicia Keys has to be up there. And then if I go 5, okay, that hits my soul when I hear them sing, will be my mom.
Okay, hey, I'll take it. I was waiting on Lauryn Hill or damn Mary J, but no, I respect the mom. Your mom was an artist.
No, my mom.
I'm saying she's a singer, right?
She just sings. She's, when my mom she would be around the house and cleaning, and she would just sing. And she, one of the songs that she sang was that "I Love Me Some Him." Was one of the favorite songs I like to hear her sing. Nice. But she just sang with a lot of passion. So yeah, I loved it.
All right, well, Matt, I guess you're up, bro.
I guess so. I guess I'm up. So Scott, you put me through the business the last time that I was in here, which is good. I like that. But I know that you've been through a ton, right? And I know that you love music, and I know that you love like almost anything. So what I want to know It's not anything in music. I'm not going to go to the classic LeBron or Michael Jordan because we know already what your answer is.
Yeah, you know.
Unless you're a closet Michael Jordan fan, are you? No? Okay. So what I would want to know, so for you asked me a question one time that was pretty difficult to sit and think about. I want to ask you the same question.
Yes,
so
sir.
House is burning.
Yep.
You're in there.
Yeah.
Your family's in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to take me through the same thing. You know, Renee's in there, your kids are in there, everybody's in the building, it's burning, right?
Yes.
You can get one person out. Who is it and why?
Is the fire upstairs or downstairs?
You live in a one-story house.
One-story house. The house is on fire.
And everybody's in the back corner. So you got to get them from the back corner all the way out the front door.
The first person I'm going to get out of the house, and there's a reason behind it. It's not necessarily because of one matters more than the other. The one that I'm going to get out of the house first is going to be the one that can help me on the other side the most. So depending on where the fires are, if everybody was in the same route, I need to get my wife out first because I know she's going to know what to do on the outside to help me out to get the rest of them out. So that's going to be the first person I know that I need to get out so that I can get the help that I need to get everybody else out.
Man, that's such cheating, bro. You told me only one could get. I said you can get one out.
That's it. That's the one I'm going to get out.
The only one. So
it doesn't mean I'm going to let everybody else burn.
More kids later. I'm just asking, right? Because you told me the same thing, but I told you at the end of mine, I'm going to die getting everybody out of the house.
That's true.
But
that's true.
You can get one.
Only one, and everybody
only
else.
One. Just like you told me, only one.
Okay, and everybody else is not going to make it.
That's what you told me.
That changes that. So bring the music back. That changes it. If I knew that I only can get out one, and everybody else had to go.
Look, just before you answer, look at this. Becky said she's burning alone.
But that can't be the case because in my case, I guess it depends on what time of the year it is because my house can go from 7 kids to 1 kid, depending on when
everybody's in there.
Everybody's in.
Everybody.
Damn. You know what? I would have to, if I knew I couldn't get everybody out. Damn, man. If I knew I couldn't get everybody out, but I had to get one. I don't know, man. I can't say I don't know because that's not being fair.
No, I get you.
When I
good.
think about it, when I think about
it.
Yeah, when I think about it, if I had to just put one out, if I put the one out and everybody else died, would the one that I put out be able to, would it crush them?
Well, I mean, you already know the answer is yes to that question, right? I mean, at the end of the day. Look, I get it.
So I got it. So if I knew that I only could get one out, and everybody else had to go because there's no way.
Well, I didn't say they had to go. I just said you can only get one out.
I only can get one out. If I knew that it was only going to be one that was going to get out, and the other 6 of us would have to be gone, bro, I'm going to hug everybody. We're just going to have to go together.
Woo!
Because I couldn't put that pressure on one person to endure the pain of leaving 6.
I get you.
Oh, yeah.
I get you. Well, now, we got the wax poetic coming up next.
Whew, that hurts, man. I can imagine this.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
Yeah.
That's never an easy answer. All right, I'm gonna go a little bit easier on you because this is something that. How old are you? If I'm allowed to ask that.
49, be 50 next year.
Right, same. So we're the same age. So growing up, I assume we probably had a lot of the same. We probably watched a lot of the same TV shows, movies. Yes. Just knowing from what I know from me and you, we probably shared a lot of the same things. So
yes.
Who was your childhood celebrity crush?
My childhood celebrity crush is easy. My wife even knows this. My childhood celebrity crush was Wonder Woman.
Like the original Linda Carter?
The original Linda Carter Wonder Woman. When I was a kid, I used to pretend that Wonder Woman was my wife. And I would kiss my pillow and hug her and stuff like that. You know, that's what it was. I was deeply in love with Linda Carter and Wonder Woman. That's my favorite crush of all time growing up.
That's an excellent answer. I remember watching the Fall Guys, so you know all that whole at that same time as when those shows came through. So that's cool.
Yeah.
All right. I guess Al's up next.
I knew Scott like this.
You got another one out?
Hey, yeah, I got a couple. I've had them all week.
All right.
Hey, you know, I knew Scott liked them snow bunnies. That's what's up, bro. I appreciate you, homie. Hey,
that was Wonder Woman, man.
Repping for the bright skinned folks. I feel you. Hey, so I've got 4 questions, but I'll ask this one first, right?
Okay.
Would you rather be street smart or book smart? Like, you know, being 49 now, knowing what you know now, would you rather be street smart or book smart, and why?
I would rather be street smart. And the reason why is because anybody can read a book and have their perception of what they get from the book. But everybody can't go to the street and survive in the street. And there's not a book that you can read that can prepare you for the things that happen in the street. You have some of the most slickest, smartest, but dumbest people that are out there on the street that their whole goal is to finagle you in a way that a book can never help you from. So when it comes down to it, I've always tried to keep my head on the swivel and keep my ear to the street, because there's not a book that you can read that's going to get you prepared for when somebody pulls a gun on you and says, "Give it up, Spook."
Hey, real quick, hey, DJ, hey, and Matt, before I ask, I'm going to ask one more question, and just because I want to get mine over the way. We got Adrian watching the show tonight. Miss Mac,
Adrian's
hey,
in the building. What's going on?
Hey, my boo, what's up, Adrian?
Mac is in the building. Yes, sir. Hey,
so
welcome.
Since I'm already on the screen, I'm going to ask you one more real quick, and then obviously I'll defer to the teammates, but I do want to get my last 2 out before you go. But question is this: if you could go back and tell your 18-year-old, young grimy Scott Blake at 18 years old, if you can give yourself one piece of advice, what would that one piece of advice be? And Ty's shaking his head. He might have had the same question. I don't know. But if you can give your Ty now or Scott now, go back and talk to young Blake at 18. What's the piece of advice you give yourself?
The piece of advice that I would give myself, knowing now what I didn't know then, is real talk. Fuck what people say about you. That doesn't matter. And until I understood that you can always aspire to make people happy by how you move, right? But you will never be happy until you're happy with the way that you move. So until you're able to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm okay with how I'm moving because I know I'm moving in a route that is the best way for me to move versus how everybody else wants you to move, then you're going to be okay. So I would just say, F what everybody says about you. Do what you know is right.
All right, fuck them haters. I got it. So I'll let somebody else go. I got 2 more, but I'm gonna let Matt do his thing.
Al created his own damn top 10. He ready. Al is ready with a top 10, right? He's ready to go. But see, you get to do this to people every time. So I just, before we get into the question, how's it feel to be on the other side? Because you're good at putting people in the seat.
It doesn't feel good. I'm sweating, man.
Hey, look, Josh Hammond said he would tell his younger self to buy $500 of Bitcoin.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
it's true. All right, man. So look, I feel like you're a well-rounded person when it comes to all kinds of stuff. I've heard you talk basketball. I've heard you talk football.
Yeah.
You talk music. You talk everything. But in the world of music, right?
Yes, sir.
I would like to know, from again, top 5s, right? What would be the top 5 country music singers of all time for you?
Damn, you said country music. Okay. All right. So, world, don't hate me for this because I'm not very diverse in country music. But I will say one of the most one of the most influential country music songs that I will always have and never forget is Kenny Rogers' The Gambler, because that song, if you put that into your aspects of your life, it'll help you move along. So you got to know when to roll them. Now you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money while you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough to count it when the counting's done. You can put that in too many aspects. So that's my favorite country song of all time.
Gotcha.
After that,
Kenny Rogers. We got 4
Kenny
more.
Rogers is Run. Bubba Wesley is coming right after that because I've been listening to that a lot.
There you go.
Since I had the opportunity to meet that kind spirit.
Favorite Bubba Wesley song.
Favorite Bubba Wesley song is I Can't Get You Off My Mind While You're Sitting on My Face is my favorite song by Bubba Wesley. And my wife likes it and we listen to that.
Okay.
Let's see. Country Western. If you tell me to sing songs from it, I probably couldn't do it.
I'm super shocked with right now. You don't have 5 bands you could name?
Yeah, I do, but okay, so let's go to
I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of groups I named. I don't know their songs, but I could tell you who they are.
Yeah. Jeez. Country. I listen to country songs, but I don't necessarily know the artist of them.
All right, good. Go ahead and sing it, and then we'll tell you who that is, and we can name them on your top 5.
Let me see. I'm trying to think of one that I was singing. Bro, y'all, you got me sweating right now. Shit. Damn, the country songs. And I listen. Can I come back to that one?
Yeah, you can come back.
You want a lifeline? I got a lifeline.
Give me a lifeline.
Shit,
hey, George Brooks.
I got
all my roots.
I got friends.
Garth Brooks.
Good to go.
Okay, Garth. You also, you live in Texas, bro. The King, George Strait.
Okay.
Amarillo by morning. Come on, bro.
There you go. I'll take George Strait. And give me one more.
Dolly Parton. She was in the Super Bowl. Dolly. Come on.
Yeah, Dolly Parton. Just because of the
big, hey, she got some. She old as hell, but she got some big ass. Hey,
look at that. Al Hero bailing you out.
Hey, that's my boy.
Dolly Parton is the 9 to 5, working 9 to 5.
Yeah, there you go. See, hey. So I got one. Go ahead.
I'm over here doing the fucking typewriter in the background. He's like, 9 to 5.
Hey,
I appreciate you. Thanks for getting that for me.
Hey, look, Willis brought out Charlie Pride. That dude's drinking a lot today.
Hey,
Johnny Cash, Garth Brooks, yeah.
Johnny Cash, look at you.
Charlie Pride saying "Kiss the Angel Good Morning." David Willis, there you go. But look,
nice.
Even Adrian was like the Applebee's song. She knows. Hey,
Chris Stapleton's pretty good. Josh Hammonds, you got a good one there. Chris Stapleton's good.
I'm stepping on time because I got a good question for him.
I'm ready.
Well, you're gonna close it out. You got.
My bad. Say it again, Matt.
You're up. Ty, you're up. And then it'll be Al with the last 2.
Okay, cool. All right. I got 2 questions here, but I think I'm just going to ask one more.
Okay.
Now I'm going to ask 2. This will be easy. What is your guilty pleasure music genre to listen to?
My guilty pleasure.
Yeah, like something that you're probably not going to tell most people, like on a podcast followed by thousands of people.
Justin Bieber, he's going to say Justin.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
like for instance, I listen to show tunes and stuff because I like the emotion it elicits. So, like, what kind of stuff you listen to?
Yacht rock is probably going to yacht rock and light rock, like Tears for Fears, man, is probably one of my favorite. Duran, Tears for Fears. Stuff like that I know that people might not think that I know, but that's one of my top. And I am also a huge Phil Collins fan.
Oh, Phil Collins
all day.
Somebody, I forget who it was. Oh, one of my buddies from Jacksonville, Florida. Shout out 904 Duval. David Santos was talking about like the king of pop in the 80s and 90s was Michael Jackson, of course, all the time. But Phil Collins played in one of every like 5 songs that was played on these radio stations. It was either Genesis, Phil Collins, his old stuff, but a Phil Collins song was on the radio every 15 minutes in the 80s and 90s.
Now tell me this: is it Starship? Anyway. Is it Starship that sings Sarah? Sarah.
I don't know. Lennox Star, maybe? No, I don't know.
Those are good in your eyes.
I don't know.
That's my favorite, one of my favorite songs of all time.
We'll have to figure that out. That's one of those hairband type things.
Yeah, so that's my thing. That light.
I have to bring you over here. We'll have to jam sometime.
It is Starship. You was spot on, bro.
All right.
Shout out.
Yeah. There you go. All right. Here's the one I was going to ask you. What is your strongest emotion? Like, for instance, my strongest emotion that overpowers all the other emotions is probably like anger. So what is your strongest emotion?
My strongest emotion. My strongest emotion that overrides every other emotion is what is my strongest emotion? Happiness. Happiness is my strongest emotion.
I have no doubt. Like I literally, you talk about the thing we were talking about with Nipsey Hussle earlier. If I were to surround myself with people that were not good for me, I will end up exacerbating, that group of people. Whatever it is, the energy they're putting out, I'll probably end up exacerbating that in a bad way. So being around you guys is literally, it's like, it's something I look forward to. It's a cornerstone of my week, month. I look forward to the events we have together. So how do we lose the thing? Oh, my bad. So I just look forward to it, and I enjoy putting you on the hot seat this time. So we'll let Al Hero get onto it now.
All right.
So I got a good one for you, right? So you're obviously a very beautiful, melon-infused black male, right? You're educated, successful. And you go back. You came from like the stereotypical urban background, right? You came, you grew up in the hood. You was right. So as a strong, powerful black male, in your opinion, right? Who was more influential to the racial movement in this country, in your opinion, right? And why? I want you to back up why you think that. Was it Dr. King? Because we're coming up on Dr. Martin Luther King Day, right? Which is right, big for this country. Did a lot for not only just for the black community, but to kind of bridge that divide and bring everybody together, right? So, in your opinion, who was more influential into that movement? Was it Dr. King or was it Malcolm X?
If I had to choose between the two, as far as more influential, the influence I think was higher on Martin Luther King's side, because I feel like his method of what he had to endure to try to bring people together had the highest impact. However, I will say that I agreed in some point, in a lot of points, with Malcolm X is that, Martin Luther King's thing was, if somebody slaps you, to turn the other cheek. And Malcolm X thing was, if somebody slaps you, hell with that shit. We fighting back. So I took a little bit of both. Crazy thing was, as a kid, in Colorado, we used to march from City Park to the Capitol building on Martin Luther King's birthday. So I've done that. And I believe it was in 1982, if I'm correct, when we marched from downtown, from the statue of Martin Luther King that was at City Park to downtown. And when we got there, the Ku Klux Klan was at the Capitol building, and it got crazy. It started with snowballs and stuff, and then it escalated and it came to a big thing. And I remember at that point, it's like you want to be mad at white people at a point. But there were white people who were marching with us in efforts to, exploit the whole movement. And I remember seeing a person of color who punched a lady who was marching with us that had nothing to do with anything, only because she was white. And at the time when that happened, and I remember the feeling so terrible about that happening, because she wasn't against us, she was for us, but because of the anger from what we saw, it just caused people to see nothing but color, and it had anything to do about the person. So when you think about the impact, I say that Martin Luther King had the biggest impact. The anger that you feel from going through things like that make you have a more of a Malcolm X standpoint on how you saw things at the time. But to answer that question honestly, I think Martin Luther King, rest his soul, had the biggest impact as far as this whole racial turnaround.
No, I'm good. I'm glad you bring it up, because this ain't my last question is a fun question for you. But to add to that, given today, what's going on today and going on in society right now, right? Given the state of the world, right? Everybody don't act like us veterans, and don't treat everybody like we treat each other, right? But whose message you think needs to be shouted from the mountaintops today to fix what's going on in the world?
Everybody's.
Okay, cool. I knew you were going to say that.
I feel like it's everybody's. I think you look at it like this. Imagine the world with just one race.
No, I mean out of those two.
Out of those two people.
Yeah, out of those two people, whose message you think would be more prevalent in helping fix the racial divide that the media and everybody's kind of pushed today?
Yeah, I would say Martin Luther King.
Okay. And then my last question for you. It's a good one. I know you over there sweating. Matt had you sweating in the fire. Your whole family's dead. You're about to be divorced. You want to borrow my boots? I got you. But if Scott Blake could have one superpower, and you can't be Wonder Woman. You already used Wonder Woman. You can't have that lasso and the bracelets. But if you had one superpower, what would that superpower be and why?
If I had one,
you can't be Dave Chappelle. It can't be he rapes but he saves. You got to be what's your superpower?
If I had one superpower, I would fly around the world and make women that have never experienced a real orgasm just have it on sight, and just be able to fly by and say, boom, here you go, thank you, without having to do anything.
You already had that.
No, I'm just saying, but this would be they look out the window and they be like, hey, it's Blake, and I'm like, hey, and it's Jesus, and it's like, oh my gosh, and just be able to fly away. I didn't have to go home and explain anything to my wife or anything. I didn't touch anybody. I just gave you the most explosive, best one that you ever had, and that was it. If I had a superpower, if I was a superhero, that would be me.
What would the name be? Would you be Captain Long Dong, Captain Strong Dick? What would the name be? Clint Eastwood, Long Dong Silver? I don't know. What would be the name? Captain Longstroke, Captain Strong in the pants.
I don't even have to do anything. It would just be like, and then you go, you have it. So
look at you, Al. You're going all like, hey, would it be Long Dong?
Right.
He just told you he ain't gonna touch nobody.
I use
what his name would be was Supergasm.
Yeah.
That's it.
Supergasm. There you
Captain
go.
Satisfaction. Yeah, I'll be Captain Satisfaction.
Well, you wouldn't be Bruce, man. You'd be
Mr. Satisfaction.
Mr. Satisfaction. Up and away.
I use those names, Matt, because those are my. If I ever was a porn star, which I'm not built like Scott Blake, but if I was going to be Clint Eastwood or Long Dong Silver. But that dream didn't come to fruition. Nobody wants to see a 43-year-old dad bod motherfucker with a Santa Claus beard and
Hey, look,
nobody's gonna pay for that.
His catch line is going to be ready, set, go.
I had one follower on my OnlyFans. And it was an accident. They unfollowed me like the next day, so I'm done with that shit.
Hey, David said orgasmo.
Hey,
that's actually a movie.
So how'd it feel, Scott, to be on a hot seat, bro? Be some of your own medicine, bro.
It's deep because the thing about it is you really have to think about it, because it's like the world is watching, and you have to really think about it. So you have to dig inside to really know. So when people,
I was hurt by you though when I gave you the female artist and you didn't say my girl Mary J and you didn't say damn Lauryn Hill.
This is the thing. Let me explain something to you when it comes to that. Mary J is a very, very good studio artist.
Right.
I went to a Mary J concert and I saw her sing live, and she said she had a cold, but I always think when somebody's in the concert and they're prepped to sing live, and they say, "Oh, I'm feeling a little bit of a cold today," to me that sounds like I really don't do this really good live. Because if you're really sick, you just don't even show up there.
I respect you because you didn't say Beyonce, because I think she wasn't even the best singer in Destiny's Child. I don't respect Beyonce's singing ability.
The thing of it is, man,
we've had this conversation before. You think Kelly Rowland was better?
Oh, absolutely.
But think about this, man. If you
was a better vocalist.
If you hear Whitney Houston can sing a song before even any music comes on, like on that bodyguard.
Oh, bro,
nobody can do that.
No, nobody can.
And even when she said the national anthem, when she said the national anthem,
that is still to me the greatest national anthem ever performed. And I'll tell you what, Whitney, when you said no, she's got to be everybody's number one. Like there's never gonna be another like the
voice, man. You can't.
Sends chills up your spine. Fuck Bobby Brown. Bobby, if you Bobby Brown, if you're watching this, you can lick my asshole because you a damn dickhead, bro. You.
But you know what?
Of all time.
If you watch, but this is the thing, man. If you watch that Whitney Houston thing, it wasn't Bobby Brown that destroyed her.
Oh, I know.
But she had things going on before.
She was like that before him.
It is what it is.
Ooh, Adrian coming through in the clutch for you, Scott.
What'd she say?
Ooh, Minnie.
Mariah. Let's see what she say.
Mariah Carey, Minnie Riperton.
Anyway, yeah, that's tight too. But this is the thing with Mariah Carey for me. I get it, but that whole screaming at that high octave, that does anything for me. You know that when she does that little scream, that high note is like that's
you hit it though. I bet you hit it though. I bet if she came over right now, you hit it.
Who?
Mariah.
Mariah Carey doesn't do it for me.
Mariah Carey's crazy. No.
Hey, I like crazy, bro. Hey, whoo.
Yeah. Chris Stapleton national anthem was elite.
Yeah.
I agree. But Whitney, you can't. He is impressive, but he's no Whitney, bro.
But Adrian, I see where you went with that because I do think that Mariah Carey is super talented, and that Emancipation of Me album is probably one of my favorites of her, and she has that too. But there's certain people, man, like it's just I think about it of the voice, man. It's like certain people's voice that you hear.
Yeah.
That it just does something to you. Like Pamela Mann. I know when I say Pamela Mann, have you guys ever seen I can't think of his name. The guy who's in the Tyler Perry shows that wears all the crazy suits, right? The bald head guy with the goatee, and he wears all the loud clothes.
I know you're talking about. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
It's his wife, the light skinned lady, kind of heavy set lady. That's his wife, but she got some horns on her.
Oh yeah, for sure. But you know, Whitney's one of those artists. I don't give a fuck, bro. Carl Lewis. Hey,
Robert Rocha, the host of the So Smoking Gooder show. You can see that on Wednesdays at 8 p.m.
Yeah, that was an epic, phenomenal national anthem.
Nah, Flavor Flav, baby. Hey, I will say this though. Whitney Houston is gotta be the only female singer that when she comes, if you're I don't care how hard your ass is and the baddest bro, if Whitney Houston comes on in the car, your ass is turning up and you were singing at the top of your lungs. Oh my God. Tease you, bro.
No doubt.
If Whitney comes on, all the hardest motherfuckers in Compton singing Whitney, bro. I don't give a damn what you say.
Me and my sister had an argument about that. We were shooting pool. And she was trying to tell me, I don't remember who she said it was that sing better than Whitney Houston. So I had to stop everything, and I had to go to Spotify and pull up Whitney Houston songs and hers. And I listen to these, and you tell me that you still feel the same. And we went down the road, and she was like, "Okay, you're right, bro. I'm sorry. I had to." I was like, "You don't do that."
I like doing that kind of stuff, though. Yeah. I like that.
And I'm gonna do that with Michael Jackson.
Who would you say that can sing close to Whitney? Like just off the top, who's close to Whitney?
I would say it's gonna sound crazy, but I guess I just love her ability to sing and her the soul in her voice. Is Kelly Clarkson is pretty fucking good, man.
Yeah,
Kelly Clarkson is fucking good, bro. And Pink, I like some Pink too.
I think Adele's got a beautiful voice.
Adele has a very, very powerful voice.
Oh, she's not the same to me though. all her shit sound. I mean, she could sing, but all her shit sounds.
If it all sounds the same and it's good, that's a good thing. No.
Hey Scott, who's a better? Hey, who was better? Your boy from Queen or Michael Jackson?
Freddie Mercury or Michael Jackson.
They say Freddie Mercury was I mean, they still classify him as the
Hey,
greatest.
why are you still continuing the hot seat?
Oh, like vocalist?
Yeah, male vocalist.
He's going in.
Oh no, I don't think Michael Jackson was maybe.
Hey, I think
but he's definitely up there.
You got a lot of PTSD from your hot seat right now, boy. You like hit Scott like left and right. Boom.
I'm really
boom,
sad that we couldn't that Scott's ass is so smart. He got them street smarts. He thought ahead. Me and Ty, no bullshit. Yesterday, I was like, "Hey, bro."
Oh yeah, Tina Turner. Tina Turner for sure.
Yeah.
Tina Turner's another one. Tina Turner.
We were planning this, Scott. Me and Ty were already brainstorming. Really? I was gonna get somebody with my fucking joke about ugly babies and be like, "Go ask your parents." And I was hoping it was Matt. And then
the one that I thought you guys were going to ask me was a loyalty and respect one. I thought that you guys were going to
that would have been too easy for you.
Yeah, because you've already said it. You've already when you put me on the hot seat, we kind of debated, and I sounded like a fucking blubbering idiot. Like, yeah, you're right. You scared me. You know what I'm saying? You scare white folks, bro. You can't be coming in with your deep voice and all aggressive on white folks. You scare white folks, bro. You can't do that. So I wasn't going to ask you that shit.
Yeah. But
so what do we have coming up? What's coming up next? I know that we were.
I was going to go through the events real quick. This is another thing I think is probably going to spur some of those topics I thought we were going to talk about when we thought Matt and Al weren't going to be here for a minute. So, pardon me if I go astray a little bit. Project Zero, they released their 2024 outdoor schedule. You want to wax poetic about that, Matt?
Yeah, I mean, Project Zero is one of our friends. They do a lot for veterans. Here's the thing. You don't just have to live in Texas to go on one of their trips. You just need to be a veteran or first responder. So if any of these events are close to you or you want to make it out to one of those events, all you got to do is go to their website, contact them, let them know that you'd like to be a part of it. And then they'll reach out to you and let you know what you can do to be there. But yeah.
Oh yeah, so this is how I was going to lead into those conversations. It's all coming back to me. I put the show together in my brain about 30 minutes before, and then Scott and I were talking about it, and then y'all showed up, so I totally forgot what I was going to do. So I was going to bring this up and talk about. I was texting back and forth with Berto, but again, with your personal well-being, try to always unlock, hack some of those brain chemicals to get your brain going. Just get out there and do some stuff. So complete a task that'll give you some dopamine. Playing with the dog, holding hands, hugging a family member, giving a compliments. I mean, that's the biggest reason I always tell people I help people and talk to people, because selfishly it makes me feel better because all these chemicals are getting released in my brain. And that is literally your easiest path to getting better. Just get out there, do some stuff, feel better about yourself, get out of that funk. The whole 22 down to 21 talk we were talking about them. Yeah. So. And then this is a new book I put on the reading list, Atomic Habits. So a lot of the things that we do every day, it's going to be the things that is going to make us, act how we act. So all too often the advice given to people is the order to a depressed person is just cheer up, or perhaps to a person trying to lose weight, eat less and move more. Well, ultimately correct. It has no real benefit to the person hearing or reading the advice. Atomic Habits is exactly the opposite. It provides many different ways to create those habits within you. So it's a good read. I've started reading it. I'm not all the way through yet. Shout out to Big Al. He lost one of his buddies. So shout out to you, buddy. We're thinking about you tonight. He lost one of his military buddies. I saw it on his social media. So our thoughts and prayers are with a friend of the show, Big Al.
We would you out.
And then, yep. Shout out to Eric for doing our signs for us. We did the hot seat. Ooh, and it's time for sports.
Hey, Ty, that book you posted, bro, believe it or not, contrary to popular belief, I can read some. I actually read that when I was in stationed in North Carolina. It was on our Master Chiefs reading list. So we would read it as the Chiefs mess would read it and then discuss it. It is an absolute phenomenal read. Phenomenal.
Hey, is it phenomenal because you got to read it with other people and they got to read some pages?
No, it's phenomenal because it's phenomenal because I could read a little bit, and I came in late, so these motherfuckers you got to catch up. So I read the fuck out of it, but it was awesome because I could just kind of bullshit a little bit and let other motherfuckers talk and be like, yeah, bro, I agree with your point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell
add
you.
on to
I mean, with this book specifically, Atomic Habits, I was looking for the cover today so I could steal this picture, and I read some of the reviews. Some of the reviews given on this book are good enough to help you in your day to day. Like literally, it goes through the steps that this book teaches you. It gives a whole synopsis. So go read some of the reviews for this book on Amazon, and it'll get you 5-10% of the way there to see if you want to get this book. So
yeah. Dang, Al, you spelled Kevin's name wrong.
I did it on purpose because I don't put no respect on that bitch's name. He gets no respect. I can't help your mama couldn't spell, and she was like, Kevin, let's sound it out. Kevyn. Sounds good to me. So fuck you, bro. She couldn't even spell your last name right. Cash with a K. Fuck out of here with that.
Hey, a good. If you're feeling depressed or stressed out, a good song to listen to is Bob Marley. Everything's gonna be all right. I would try it.
Or fuck the
just give it a try.
That really makes me feel good.
No, I'm just trying to tell you, if you just listen to the words, don't listen to the song because you just hear the song and you kind of know the beat. If you listen to the words, and if you say them out loud to yourself.
Woke up this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a great.
Wake to the rising sun.
There you go.
Three little birds.
Outside
my window.
Yeah.
Hey, I think Berto was the one that turned me on to the full catalog of Bob Marley back in the day.
There's a post of little kids singing that song. He has a.
Oh yeah, bro. When you hear it, you just smile.
You just smile, man. You just understand.
FYI, I just want to say Kevin Cash is still running his mouth. At least his mom loved him. Yeah, and your mom loved a lot of men too, including me, bro. So let's just stop, okay? While you're ahead. Your mom loved a lot of dudes.
Hey, let's get to real business.
Matt finally wins.
Damn right I did. Look, I win when it counts, okay? When it's playoff time, when it's time to win championships, that's when I get shit right.
Guess what? Neither one of those teams would have beat Georgia, bro.
Look at that dude.
Yeah, so Matt was 1-0 last week. Good job, Matt.
Damn right.
Congratulations to the Michigan Wolverines, though. It's a good story.
Yeah.
Michigan and your ugly ass coach. Somebody got mad, bro. No bullshit. Seth Atkins posted a post on Facebook, and I was joking, and I was like, "Oh, your coach looks like he touches little kids, and your quarterback's a goofy hippie fuck." And somebody got really mad. Was like, "How about you do us all a favor and shut the fuck up?" But I don't play social media gangster. But if that dude is watching this show, I will send you message me personally. I'll give you my address, bro. And if you ever down in the Pensacola area and you really feel a certain way, we can get outside and see who fucking more man, me or you, bro. Don't matter to me, but I love you. I love you. Don't get mad. You didn't play for the team. You probably got a GED, didn't even go to Michigan. But when you all getting mad about it, shut your fuck, like don't get crazy, bro. Because I'll come to your house and fuck you up, your kids up. You know
what's so funny? You know what's so funny is like I have a cousin named Jimmy Kirby, lives up in Michigan. He's from Milford. I think they moved to the other side of the state near Kalamazoo. He and I would have conversations like this, literally like he would say something against a group I was listening to, or I wouldn't like Metallica, or he introduced me to Eazy-E, or I didn't like this or whatever. So we would fight like brothers, and we would talk like that to each other. I'm gonna whoop your ass.
This dude was mad. I mean, he was big mad. And I was like, damn, bro. It wasn't even his post. Like it was he just chimed in. I'm like. And I'm just
but then you love everybody 5 minutes later, though.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, hey, bro, for one, I'm not what I used to be, but I promise you, I got one left in me, and you sure as fuck don't want these problems. Like, damn, bro.
Probably not even that long. Because, look, the FSU's about to get hit with a big NIL issue. Michigan's going to get hit next year. It might be next year.
Now that it's NIL and everybody gets paid, nobody cares about that no more. Transfer portal, all that stuff.
FSU's going to get in trouble.
Yeah, but we're not in trouble taking Heisman's and things, bro. That shit ain't gonna happen.
They would do that to Michigan because they made them roll up their banner with the Fab Five, and I'm not even a Michigan fan, but that shit was an atrocity to college basketball
for sure.
They made them roll up that banner that the Fab Five got for whatever allegations and things. Yeah, that's BS.
Yep.
I wish Jalen Rose would come on the program. Jalen Rose, let's talk about this.
Yeah.
I know who that is. I don't watch basketball, but yeah, I'm with you.
That's funny.
Anyway,
right, so
sorry.
Look, we're picking NFL games this week, right?
Yeah. So I threw this one on you real quick. So
I'm gonna win this one, man. The college team, this college stuff just goes 8. I don't understand how you be great and then not great, and then that's too much. Let's go real football. Well, no, I can't say let's go real football. College is real football.
Wait,
it's
hold
just hard
on.
unless you. I to be honest, man, this is the first year that I really like followed college every week, and I was just it just made me not want to do it because it's too confusing, man. Like how it is that Washington can play so great and then not play great
because they didn't play nobody all year.
Oh my gosh! But they were 15-0, bro.
So what? I think Al's right. Georgia would have beat
14
Washington. They're 14-1. That's correct. But I don't know.
To be honest, beat Michigan. I think Florida State would have been a better game than that.
Yeah, but you know what though? Here's my problem with Washington. Your star running back goes out and your whole offense is over. The reason I'm a Georgia homer, but I will say this. Here's the truth. Georgia's got a stable of running backs. They've built the SEC football is just different. And I'm not people gonna be like, oh, SEC, bro, SEC, it is what it is. Motherfucker, don't hate, jump on the bandwagon, move your ass down here. But
they're all trying to. We've only got so much room in the conference.
The fact of the matter is, Georgia is their defense. Michigan ain't chunking off 60 and 70-yard runs against Georgia. It just fucking ain't happening.
I don't know, but listen, you say that. But South Carolina did it in the first half in the game they played them.
Bro.
There's a lot of teams that ran on Georgia in the first half. But here's the
Michigan
thing.
Michigan running is one thing.
The Washington coach,
like the way they did it, bro, not happening.
Yeah, but Washington, the coach put them in a bad position because he was really going to try to highlight Michael Penix in that game. And Michigan was like, okay, you can highlight him. And they knocked the dog mess out of that.
Bro, I firmly believe that if Alabama had a second time to play Michigan, they fucking crush them. I think Missouri would have put up a good fight against Michigan or beat Michigan, had a good shot. LSU. I mean, damn, bro.
You'd be 14-0 if you fought middle schoolers.
Yeah, John, I see it. You're right. You're right.
All right, so hey, let's get to these NFL picks.
All right,
let's go. I'm already excited.
All right, so who you want to go first, Al?
Man, you damn right. I'm going with my Browns. My
left
Browns.
side.
Cleveland all day long, baby. Cleveland all
Browns.
day long. I'm taking the Browns. I like Miami, but I just they haven't been impressed. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going Miami. I'm going Buffalo. I'm going I hate fuck, bro. I'm going Dallas.
Okay. I'm
going Detroit, Bo. Let's go. Hey, Detroit. 8 mile, 9 mile, 12 mile, whatever the fuck they got over there. All the miles, bro, Detroit. And I'm going
I think they're in Pontiac.
They are
in Pontiac.
I'm going Tampa Bay.
They're not in Detroit.
Hey, and I'm only going Tampa Bay because I know Adrian's on here, and I refuse to pull for the Philadelphia Eagles because their fan base are mean. You're mean to other people's fan bases, and it's not nice.
Just like Al is to everybody that don't like the SEC.
For sure. But I'm going, man, hey, Baker Mayfield, bro. Come on, man.
Tampa Bay?
Yeah,
he's taking Tampa.
Okay.
Let's go, Baker.
Why?
Okay.
Justin, let's go Browns, baby.
Who's up?
Believe, Lynn.
I'll go.
Yeah, I'll go. Go ahead, Matt.
No, go ahead.
All right, I'll go. So I was going to choose Cleveland because of just the story and then I saw CJ Stroud on Pat McAfee this week. So he seems like it doesn't seem like he's a young quarterback anymore. Seems like he's made it to the point of the season where he's done matured way past his first year in the league or second year in the league or anything like that. I think he's operating as a veteran quarterback now. So because of the poise and because I think he's able to run and he's going to be able to avoid the rush, I'm going to pick the Texans.
And he is genuinely a really good dude. He loves some Jesus.
OHIO.
He is a good dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Stroud.
And I'm a Jaguars fan, so it's hard for me to say that. But
I know. But I don't go against my
shout out to Robert Rocha. He's a huge Houston Astros, Rockets. So all right, and then this game in Kansas City is in the cold.
Yep.
So I'm going to go ahead and say the Chiefs, just because they're going to be so acclimated or more acclimated to playing in that type thing than Miami is. I got to pick Buffalo in the Buffalo game because only the Bills are used to 17 mile an hour average winds and stuff. So I think Buffalo's going to take that. I got to pick the Cowboys because they're playing at the Cowboys.
You picked the Cowboys.
I'm gonna pick the Lions because that's a great story, and I like the team. I just don't like the Rams very much, and then I got to go with the Eagles.
Boo! Hey, I love Julie. Julie, if you ever get tired of David's ass and you want to upgrade, I don't know if it's upgrade, but a lateral conversion, a lateral move, I'm available.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you spend $3,000 on boots, bruh.
Yeah, David.
But hey, if Julie was my
he may
boo,
be available sooner rather than later because of the boots.
But if Julie was my boo, I'd spend the $3,000 on Julie. You know what I'm saying? She you know.
Look, Al probably gets beat down every time he gets off this thing and walks in the other room. Dude.
Yeah,
I've been married to my wife for 23 years, and we've been married twice. So nothing I say, even she don't give a fuck. She's in her sleep right now. She don't give no fucks. And that's why I could be like, that bitch ain't shit. That bitch ain't shit. Because she can't hear me. You know what I'm saying?
So Matt, you won the thing. So I guess you get the last pick, right?
It don't matter, man. I can go now or you can go. Go ahead.
Go ask your wife for permission.
Usually I don't do this, but I'm looking at it. You know how I do. And
right side, baby.
Right side, baby.
I'm looking at this. No, I can't go all the way left side because it's the thing. I believe that the Houston Texans are going to beat the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, man.
I believe that the Miami Dolphins, even in the cold, are going to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. I also believe, because I know Buffalo Bills to be who Buffalo Bills are, they're going to lose to Pittsburgh.
Ooh.
This is the one that's going to make everybody shocked.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
He's taking Green Bay.
I don't care what it is. I don't care who you are, what you know. The Dallas Cowboys are the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
Whoever made them America's team, we need a revote. We need a revote because it's been over 20 years.
South America's team. They ain't
hey
our
man,
team.
we need to do a poll again.
They don't even have red, white.
We need to make up another America's team. But the damn Dallas Cowboys ain't gonna do it. They're gonna choke, and the Green Bay Packers are gonna win, and then they're gonna lose the next week. After that, the Rams and the Detroit Lions. That's the only one to me that's kind of giving me some weird vibes. Because the Rams haven't been too efficient this year, I think Detroit's gonna sneak away with a win.
Let's hope
because
so.
they should have won that other game. But
I don't pick shit in the state of California. I don't even like motherfuckers in my neighborhood with California tags. Take your asses back to where you came from. We don't want you here.
And Philadelphia has fallen off the radar for a little bit. They've been getting their butt kicked, and I don't think they appreciate that. But the Philadelphia Eagles are the Philadelphia Eagles, and I think that they are going to come triumph over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So I'm going Houston Texans, Miami Dolphins, the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Green Bay Packers, the Detroit Lions, and the Philadelphia Eagles is my quest.
Gotcha.
Okay.
David, I'm with you.
I know I made somebody mad.
David, you're right. Keep Cali in Cali, bro. And New Yorkers, you're the same way. We're full. We are full, bro. We don't got no more houses for rent. We ain't got no. Don't bring your ass down here, bro. We park our cars in garages and carports.
Hey, he lives in Florida. Cancel Florida, not Texas.
Yeah.
It's on you, big dog.
Yep. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Cleveland. I think Cleveland's gonna win just because CJ playing good, man. But it's your first run, right? I think Kansas City's winning that game. Miami in the cold like that, there's only so much Tyreek Hill can do to prepare them to go to that cold. You know what I mean?
He has played there. That's the only thing.
For sure.
That's the one thing I give you.
For sure. I think, man, this one's pretty difficult for me because I know that TJ's not getting his respect, so he's pissed off as far as defensively in the NFL, and he's been wreaking havoc this year. But Josh Allen in the playoffs, there's just something about me that I think that Kansas City and Buffalo are going to meet again for another epic game. So I'm going Buffalo. I'm taking Green Bay. It's the playoffs. Until Dallas wins a playoff game, I don't believe them. I'm going to take the Rams. I think the Rams are going to get there because they've got more of that experience. Detroit had a good run, but you know. And then I'm taking Philly. I think Philly's going to win.
I'm defending you.
None of us have the same thing, right? Everybody's card is different.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody's pretty different. There's going to be some pretty weird
Yeah, it's gonna come off a little weird, but yeah, I'm sticking with it.
Yep.
Adrian,
Nice.
I knew you first. Fuck these dudes. I knew you first. Fuck them dudes, girl. You got me a job. Fuck them dudes. You did my interview. Hey, and also Julie, you are always welcome in the state of Florida. You come on down. But leave that crowd eating sack of shit home. He don't need to come down here and cause problems, catch all the fish, kill all the deer.
So Rob, the Texans, the Chiefs, the Bills, the Cowboys, the Lions, and the Eagles.
That's it was probably super hard for Robert Rocha to type Texans and Cowboys in the same
line, bro. He probably went outside and threw up and like hit himself, took a shot.
He's like, hey, look, somebody was in the room with him. He's like, you're gonna have to type this for me. I can't do it.
Yeah.
You don't know how right you guys are.
And if Rob was in, I don't know if he was in the Army, but if he was, he damn sure couldn't spell most of those words. So somebody probably typed.
No, Rob is the host of the So Smoking Gooder show on Wednesday. He's a Texas pit master.
I want to apologize. I want to apologize, Rob, because I'm still trying to figure out how to cook fucking brisket, and my shit's always fucking dry. And I've went on your podcast. I followed all this Texas shit, wrap it in fucking aluminum or do the Texas wrap and do this. And my shit ain't never good. Now my ribs is on point, but I want to apologize for talking shit about you, King Barbecue. My apologies right now.
So dumb. I can't wait.
Aston and Muse has got a bunch of merchandise that drops. So she's got a coin that is a DD214. So I'm gonna make sure when the next batch rolls out, I'm gonna make sure to get us some of them because what trumps a DD214. So look forward to having her on next week.
Hey, put it in the box tie with my bottles of whiskey. I ain't never getting from these.
You're going to get, man.
Hey, Al, listen. Here's the deal, bro. Listen,
I'm not going to keep.
No, but
here's the
deal.
You, Scott.
Ready? Check this out. You ready? If your kids ask you for the same thing all the time, how long does it take for them to get it?
If my daughter asks me, she gets it immediately.
We know that. But the kids you really care about, you can be like, you keep asking, I ain't giving you shit.
My daughter gets it as soon as she asks. My boys, fuck y'all, bro. Y'all better get a job, move the fuck up out of here. Know that.
Oh, Julie put her picks in real quick. Browns, Chiefs, Bills, Packers, Lions, and Eagles.
Woo!
Yeah, she'll probably go 5-0 or 6-0.
If you go back to the podcast and you look at Julie's picks, she pretty much is spot the fuck on all her picks.
Yeah, she made us.
You go back and you look like.
Hey, Scott, you see who's in
here?
Hey,
Jamie, can you look that up for us, please? Look that up for us, Jamie.
Our man, Larry Booker's in the building.
Hey, holy shit, Larry Book.
Yeah,
get him out of here. Hey, hook 'em horns. Look, I knew it was coming. Look, Gray State of Texas. Hook 'em horns.
Yeah, man.
Get him. Yeah. Hey, boy, Book, man, I ain't seen Book in a while.
Right? He's out there. He's out there hustling still, probably.
Hey, he looks the same. I follow him on Facebook, and you know, Black don't crack that motherfucker. Look the exact fucking same. Him and Scott gonna be 75 years old, looking just like they do right now. And us bright skinned fucking honkies and crackers are gonna be looking every bit of our age.
Man, I'm gonna be looking fine as I do right now.
Oh, you was good looking motherfucker.
Sorry about that. Mr. Dan Levine coming on 25 January. Looking forward to that.
So real quick, did I send you the new info for our man Dan? He sent me some pretty good pictures. I sent him to you the other day. So
I saw him in an email, but I only rememred it as you told me just now.
Hey, that's a smiling motherfucker, bro.
In real time, I remember he sent me that email.
He is a smile. He has a smile that can light up a room. His motherfucking hair gets wet when he smiles.
Yeah.
Down forehead is beyond here, man.
Looking forward to Labor of Love. Looking forward to them.
Yeah.
You say you're looking awesome. Forehead to Labor of Love? All right.
Looking for. Hey, there you go. Hey.
Hey, go back one. I saw something. Hey, there's some beautiful people. Not that one. I seen that head. I ain't seen that. All right, man. And you keep moving.
Oh, here?
Man, you so fast. No, go the other way. What?
We must have lag or something. I'm on Labor of Love now.
Okay, there you go. That's what I was looking for.
Okay. He got that 3G.
It might be me.
Okay. I just want.
Thanks for joining, Rob. We appreciate it. We will catch you on the So Smoking Gooder show, my friend. Thank you for joining.
Love you, brother. Appreciate you supporting us. Hey, White Mike, I need some pictures. Hey, in fact, he's with a bunch of dudes that probably got some fucking sketchy pictures. I need you guys, Kevin, Justin, everybody there. I need y'all to text me, bro, pictures of fucking White Mike and I want the worst of the worst. Now that motherfucker already looks like he's 85 years old. Motherfucker smoked 7 packs of cigarettes a day and drinks 3 cases of beer like in the same day. So send me some good pictures. So when Ty puts his white Mike slide together, there we go. 10-4. Hey Kevin, I'm gonna text you my phone number.
I take back everything I said about the spelling of your name and how it goes.
No, I don't take shit. I don't take shit back. Your mama's still retarded as fucking spelled your name stupid, but I need you to hook me up, okay?
Jesus Christ.
Hey, no bullshit, man. I watched this dude. Let me tell you a real quick story before Ty does his thing.
He's out of control, man.
No, hold on.
Yeah,
Kevin
dude,
Cash,
look.
Kevin Cash
We wound up.
down.
We wound it up.
Hey, no, hold on. Kevin Cash
It's like
comes
going wild, dude.
So Mike Hero comes and visits me in Ohio. So I live in a neighborhood that it's well above my fucking pay grade. I'm doing government lease housing. So I'm in a house owned by a doctor. Like I live in a neighborhood that is like, it is like the bees, like it's like Scott's neighborhood. Like where Scott lives, like in the mansions, that's kind of what I was in. So Mike comes and he visits us, which is already bad enough. Like white Mike's in the neighborhood, we drinking, we getting fucking stupid as fuck. It's bad. Yeah, like that. It's bad. So Kevin comes down from Chicago, thank you for the deep dish, brings some good pizza down, and we're getting drinking. And we're in the front fucking yard. And this motherfucker decides it's a good, in front of my whole family, my wife, my kids, he's like, I'll drink my own piss. I'm not kidding when I tell you this army, he's 100% Army all day long. This motherfucker pisses in a Dixie cup and smashes it like it ain't shit, like it's normal for him, drinks his urine, and then proceeds to walk around my neighborhood acting like a fucking velociraptor, like making loud noises. This is the dude that, like Kevin, his name is spelled just like his mentality. Like it's not quite right. So just want to throw that out there. But I need those motherfucking pictures.
This is too much. Too much for me, man.
Oh man.
Well, you know what? It's been good just waxing poetic with the brothers and the people who have tuned in to us to watch us live. Always is a blast. But it is that time that we got to cut loose because we'll be up till 2 a.m. telling stories. And, you know, Al, once we get him cranked up, we can't uncrank him out. So I love my brother. That's my dog. But you know what? I did enjoy the interaction with my brothers today. Is sometimes it's good for us to just get together, man, and just chop it up with each other as brothers, man, because this is our thing. You know what I mean? All 4 of us have put a lot of time and energy into trying to make this the best that we can. And I am super happy with the result that we have had so far. I am super happy to call each and every one of you my brother. All of you guys who are watching, I am super excited to have you guys and call you guys our family, because you guys are part of the Triple Threat Vet podcast family, and we thank you. Whether you're watching on Instagram, whether you're watching on Facebook, whether you're watching on Twitch, whether you're watching on YouTube, however you're watching, however you're getting the message, we just hope that we are entertaining to you and that you will come back. Like I said earlier, if you guys want anything, any kind of merchandise, I would just tell you just to go through your phone and go to the website for my man Matt Johnson, which is which one is it, Matt?
Sameflagsameoath.com.
Sameflagsameoath.com. I was about to say got your signal. I know I was gonna mess it up. But sameflagsameoath.com. Look on the merch, get you some. Can't beat the price, you can't beat the quality, and you know where it's coming from.
And it's free shipping. Don't nobody give you free shit nowadays.
That's true. That is right. So it's that time. You know what I'm saying? I just want to give my spill. Like I'm gonna tell you every single time before I leave. Somebody out there is waiting for you to show up tomorrow. No matter how hard life is, no matter what you're going through, you just have to understand somebody's expecting you to be there tomorrow. Your only job is to get your ass up and be there. I'll be waiting for you. We all here at this podcast will be waiting for you. We made it through this holiday. We made it through a new year. And I'm glad that you're here. So come back. See us next week. It's your message from DJ Royal T. I love you guys. We're going to bring the crew back out so they can say their last pieces. My man, Matt J.
Check that comment out, Matt.
What does it say?
Julie, just hang tight. I will connect with you and Willis, and we'll get it sent out to you.
Julie, yes, I just want some Mr. Phenomenal. I want some phenomenal. I want to just phenomenal, but I can't even get that shit. So
you never asked.
Hey,
no, that's in the pipe. It's on the list.
My baby girl wanted
Hey,
to come in and say hi to y'all, and you know she went to the dentist today, so she hasn't been feeling too well. But she got some big dog.
well, she just gave you side eye.
Yeah, she
Woo!
got the big
Gave
dog
you side eye.
volleyball tournament coming up.
Like this some bitch told everybody my business.
Hey, shout out to Brooklyn. What's up,
Brooklyn in
girl?
the house.
Nice.
But Matt, it's on you, big dog. What you got to say before we
Nothing,
get
man. I don't have anything. Same flag, same oath.com. The merchandise is there. Podcast merchandise is coming soon. Thank you, everybody, for listening. We appreciate it. Miss Mac, it was good to see you out there.
Absolutely.
I'm glad you got to jump in and learn a little bit more about us, but don't hold us against us tomorrow, okay? Just don't do that.
We're all fired tomorrow. We all getting fired like a motherfucker tomorrow, man. Everybody
all
get their fucking
of
pink
it.
slip.
It's okay. But I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that listens, everybody that's joined, everybody that supported us, and we can't wait to keep doing it this year. So thank you, everybody.
Yes. To my man, our hero. He's late, but he was great, as always. Turn your filter on, but then turn it back off and turn it back on.
Hey, like always, I love you guys. I appreciate the support. Make sure you guys are reaching out to your buddies, man. Check on your people. Make sure everybody's doing okay. It doesn't take much but a phone call or a text message to check on your battle buddy to make sure everybody's doing okay. We want to see everybody again tomorrow and days after that. And like I always say, don't ever sweat the petty stuff. Hit that sweaty stuff. Love you guys.
My man. And you already know, my man that makes the things happen. Always working, always smiling, gives the best hugs in all of Houston. You know what? Your son.
Take that title. I'll take that title for real.
You know what? It even rubbed up on your son, man. Because your son,
man, he came in for a big hug, didn't he?
He came in for the big hugs. Man.
Yeah,
Tatum is my man. I love that dude. Shout out to my man Tatum. But what you got for me, RTY?
So this week, one of my brothers from the Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association, Ron Risden, his road name is Deadwood. He passed away, so we actually buried him today in the Houston National Cemetery. So I say all that to say this. We're going to remember this man forever. He's going to be in the Alpha Omega chapter of the CVMA. But as long as we speak our brothers and sisters' names, they will never be forgotten. So I'm here for that. Ron Risden, Deadwood, love you, brother. Love the time we spent back in, I think it's 2018 when I met you. I'm sorry you're gone. Love your family, and we'll always remember you, brother.
For sure. To all our guests new, this is your first time. It was good to see Adrian come on. Miss Mac is in the building. Julie, is always great to see you. Everybody who interacts with us, we love you guys. This has been another episode of the Triple Threat Vet Podcast. I am DJ Royalty. I'm always going to send love out to you because it's always going to be there. If there's anything I can ever do for you, if you guys are ever interested on being a part of our podcast, reach out and we'll make sure that we reach back. But make sure that you love somebody, but most of all, love yourself. And until we see you again, you will always be there. You will always be my friend. This is DJ Royalty. Shouts out, and I'm out.